do 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 do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do 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 do. Ooh, ooh. Do 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 do. Ooh, ooh. Sola Scriptura. Sola Scriptura. These are the names of the sons of Israel who came to Egypt with Jacob, each with his household. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan and Naphtali, Gad and Asher. All the descendants of Jacob were 70 persons. Joseph was already in Egypt. Then Joseph died, and all his brothers, and all that generation. But the people of Israel were fruitful and increased greatly. They multiplied and grew exceedingly strong, so that the land was filled with them. Now there arose a new king over Egypt who did not know Joseph. And he said to his people, "Look, the people of Israel are too many and too mighty for us. Come, let us deal shrewdly with them, lest they multiply, and if war breaks out, they join our enemies and fight against us and escape from the land." Therefore they set taskmasters over them to afflict them with heavy burdens. They built for Pharaoh store cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied and spread abroad, so that the Egyptians dreaded the people of Israel. So the Egyptians ruthlessly made the people of Israel work as slaves, and made their lives bitter with hard service in mortar and brick, and in all kinds of work in the field. In all their work they made them serve ruthlessly. Then the king of Egypt said to the Hebrew midwives, one of whom was named Shiphrah and the other Puah, "When you help the Hebrew women give birth and look on the birth stool, if it is a son, you shall kill him. But if it is a daughter, she shall live." But the midwives feared God and did not do as the king of Egypt commanded them, but let the male children live. So the king of Egypt called the midwives and said to them, "Why have you done this? And let the male children live." The midwives said to Pharaoh, "Because the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women, for they are vigorous and give birth before the midwife comes to them." So God dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and grew very strong. And because the midwives feared God, he gave them families. Then Pharaoh commanded all his people, "You must throw every son that is born into the Nile, but you must save every daughter alive." Now a man from the house of Levi went and took as his wife the daughter of Levi. The woman conceived and bore a son, and when she saw that he was a fine baby, she hid him 3 months. When she could hide him no longer, she took a basket made of bulrushes for him and daubed it with bitumen and pitch. She put the child in it and laid it among the reeds by the river bank. And his sister stood at a distance to know what would happen to him. Now the daughter of Pharaoh came down to bathe at the river, while her attendants were walking beside the river. She saw the basket among the reeds and sent her female slave to get it. When she opened it, she saw the baby, and look, the baby was crying. She took pity on him and said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children." Then his sister said to Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and call you a nurse from the Hebrew women to nurse the child for you?" And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Go." So the girl went and called the child's mother. And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Take this child away and nurse him for me." and I will give you your wages. So the woman took the child and nursed him. When the child grew older, she brought him to Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. She named him Moses because she said, I drew him out of the water. One day when Moses had grown up, he went out to his people and looked on their hard labor, and he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew, one of his people. He looked this way and that, and seeing no one, he struck down the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. When he went out the next day, look, 2 Hebrew men were fighting, and he said to the offender, why do you strike your companion? He said, who made you a prince and a judge over us? Do you intend to kill me as you killed the Egyptian? Then Moses was afraid and thought, surely the thing is known. When Pharaoh heard of this matter, he sought to kill Moses, but Moses fled from Pharaoh and stayed in the land of Midian, and he sat down by a well. Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water and filled the troughs to water their father's flock. The shepherds came and drove them away, but Moses stood up and saved them and watered their flock. When they came to their father Reuel, he said, how is it that you have come back so soon today? They said, an Egyptian led us out of the hand of the shepherds, and even drew water for us and watered the flock. He said to his daughters, and where is he? Why have you left the man? Call him that he may eat bread. And Moses was content to dwell with the man, and he gave Moses his daughter Zipporah. She bore a son, and he called his name Gershom, for he said, I have been a sojourner in a foreign land. After a long time the king of Egypt died, and the people of Israel groaned because of their slavery and cried out for help. Their cry for rescue from slavery came up to God. And God heard their groaning, and God remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. God looked on the people of Israel, and God knew their condition. Now Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the west side of the desert, and came to the mountain of God, to Horeb. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire from the middle of a bush. And he looked and saw a bush burning with fire, but the bush was not consumed. And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burned. And when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, God called to him from the middle of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, here I am. And he said, do not come near here, take your sandals from your feet, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. More he said, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look at God. And the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people who are in Egypt, and have heard their cry because of their taskmasters, for I know their sorrow. And I have come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up from that land to a good land, and a large to a land flowing with milk and honey, to the place of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites. Now, therefore, look, the cry of the children of Israel has come to me. And I have also seen the oppression with which the Egyptians oppress them. Come now, therefore, and I will send you to Pharaoh, so that you may bring my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. And Moses Moses said to God, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and that I should bring the children of Israel out of Egypt?" And he said, "Certainly I will be with you, and this shall be a token to you that I have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you shall serve God upon this mountain." And Moses said to God, "Indeed, when I come to the children of Israel and shall say to them, 'The God of your fathers has sent me to you,' and they shall say to me, 'What is his name?' what shall I say to them?" And God said to Moses, "I am who I am." And he said, "Thus shall you say to the children of Israel, 'I am has sent me to you.'" And God said moreover to Moses, "Thus shall you say to the children of Israel, 'The Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent me to you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial to all generations. Go and gather the elders of Israel together and say to them, 'The Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob, appeared to me, saying, I have surely visited you, and I have seen that which is done to you in Egypt. And I have said, I will bring you up out of the affliction of Egypt, to the land of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, to a land flowing with milk and honey. And they shall listen to your voice, and you shall come, you and the elders of Israel, to the king of Egypt, and you shall say to him, 'The Lord God of the Hebrews has met with us. And now let us go, we ask you, 3 days' journey into the desert, so that we may sacrifice to the Lord our God. And I am sure that the king of Egypt will not let you go, no, not by a mighty hand. And I will stretch out my hand and strike Egypt with all my wonders, which I will do in the middle of it, and after that he will let you go. And I will give this people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, and it shall come to pass that when you go, you shall not go empty, but every woman shall ask of her neighbor, and of her that stays in her house, jewels of silver and jewels of clothing. You shall put them upon your sons and upon your daughters, and you shall plunder the Egyptians. And Moses answered and said, "But look, they will not believe me, nor listen to my voice. For they will say, 'The Lord has not appeared to you.'" La 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 la. And the Lord said to him, "What is that in your hand?" And he said, "A rod." And he said, "Throw it on the ground." And he threw it on the ground, and it became a snake. And Moses fled from before it. And the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand and take it by the tail." And he stretched out his hand and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand, so that they may believe that the Lord God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, has appeared to you. And the Lord said furthermore to him, "Put your hand into your chest." And he put his hand into his chest, and when he took it out, look, his hand was leprous, as white as snow. La 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 la. And he said, "Put your hand into your chest again." And he put his hand into his chest again, and took it out of his chest, and look, it was restored again, as his other flesh. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe you, nor listen to the voice of the first sign, that they will believe the voice of the latter sign. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe also these 2 signs, neither listen to your voice, that you shall take of the water of the river and pour it upon the dry land, and the water which you take out of the river shall become blood upon the dry land. And Moses said to the Lord, before, nor since you have spoken to your servant. But I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue. And the Lord said to him, Who has made man's mouth? Or who makes the dumb, or deaf, or the seeing, or the blind? Do not I the Lord? Now therefore go, and I will be with your mouth, and teach you what you shall say. And he said, Oh my Lord, please send a message by whomever you will send. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses, and he said, Is not Aaron the Levite your brother? I know that he can't speak well. And also look, he comes out to meet you, and when he sees you, he will be glad in his heart. And you shall speak to him, and put words in his mouth. And I will be with your mouth, and with his mouth, and will teach you what you shall do. And he shall speak for you to the people, and he shall be for you instead of a mouth. And you shall be to him instead of God. La 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 la. And you shall take this rod in your hand, with which you shall do signs. La 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 la. And Moses went and returned to Jethro, his father-in-law, and said to him, Let me go, I ask you, and return to my brothers who are in Egypt, and see whether they are still alive. And Jethro said to Moses, Go in peace. And the Lord said to Moses in Midian, Go, return to Egypt, for all the men who sought your life are dead. And Moses took his wife and his sons and set them upon a donkey, and he returned to the land of Egypt. Moses took the rod of God in his hand. And the Lord said to Moses, When you go to return to Egypt, see that you do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in your hand. But I will harden his heart, so that he will not let the people go. And you shall say to Pharaoh, The Lord says, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say to you, Let my son go, so that he may serve me. And if you refuse to let him go, look, I will kill your son, even your firstborn. And it came to pass, by the way in the inn, that the Lord met him and sought to kill him. Then Zipporah took a sharp stone and cut off the foreskin of her son, and threw it at his feet and said, Surely a bloody husband you are to me. So we let him alone. Then she said, A bloody husband you are, because of the circumcision. And the Lord said to Aaron, Go into the wilderness to meet Moses. And he went and met him on the mountain of God and kissed him. And Moses told Aaron all the words of the Lord who had sent him, and all the signs which he had commanded him. And Moses and Aaron went and gathered together all the elders of the children of Israel. And Aaron spoke all the words which the Lord had spoken to Moses, and did the signs in the sight of the people. And the people believed. And when they heard that the Lord had visited the children of Israel, and that he had looked upon their affliction, then they bowed their heads and worshipped. Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, God of Israel says, Let my people go, so that they may hold a feast to me in the wilderness. And Pharaoh said, Who is the Lord that I should obey his voice to let Israel go? I do not know the Lord, nor will I let Israel go. And they said, The God of the Hebrews has met with us, let us go. We ask you 3 days' journey into the desert, and sacrifice to the Lord our God, lest he should fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword. And the king of Egypt said to them, Moses and Aaron, why do you take the people from their work? Get back to your burdens. And Pharaoh said, Look, the people of the land now are many, and you make them rest from their burdens. And Pharaoh commanded the same day the taskmasters of the people and their officers, saying, make brick as you have done previously. Let them go and gather straw for themselves. And the amount of the bricks which they did make previously, you shall lay upon them, you shall not diminish any of it. For they are lazy, therefore they cry, saying, let us go and sacrifice to our God. Let there be more work laid upon the men, so that they may labor in it, and let them not pay attention to lying words. And the taskmasters of the people went out, and their officers, and spoke to the people, saying, Pharaoh says this, I will not give you straw.
Go, get your straw where you can find it, yet not a single bit of your work shall be diminished.
So the people were scattered abroad throughout all the land of Egypt, to gather stubble instead of straw.
And the taskmasters urged them, saying, fulfill your works, your daily tasks, as when there was straw.
And the officers of the children of Israel, whom Pharaoh's taskmasters had set over them, were beaten and were asked, why have you not fulfilled your task in making brick, both yesterday
and today as before?
Then the officers of the children of Israel came and cried to Pharaoh, saying, why do you deal thus with your servants? There is no straw given to your servants, and they say to us, make brick.
Look, your servants are beaten, but the fault is in your own people.
But he said,
you are lazy, you are lazy. Therefore you say, let us go and sacrifice to the Lord.
Go therefore now and work, for there shall be no straw given to you, yet you shall deliver the full amount of bricks.
And the officers of the children of Israel did realize that they were in an evil situation after they were told, you shall not diminish anything from your bricks of your daily task.
And they met Moses and Aaron, who stood in the way as they came out from Pharaoh.
And they said to them, the Lord look upon you, and judge, because you have made our savor hateful in the eyes of Pharaoh, and in the eyes of his servants, to put a sword in their hand to kill us.
And Moses returned to the Lord and said, Lord, why have you allowed this evil to this people? Why is it that you have sent me? For since I came to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he has done evil to this people. Neither have you delivered your people at home.
Ha-ha! 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 Uh-oh, oh, uh-oh, oh, uh-oh, oh, uh-oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Then the Lord said to Moses, now you will see what I will do to Pharaoh, for with a strong hand he will let them go, and with a strong hand he will drive them out of his land. And God spoke to Moses and said to him, I am the Lord.
Uh-oh, oh. And I appeared to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob by the name of God Almighty, but by my name Jehovah I was not known to them.
And I have also established my covenant with them, to give them the land of Canaan, the land in which they lived as strangers.
And I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel, whom the Egyptians keep in bondage, and I have remembered my covenant.
Therefore say to the children of Israel, I am the Lord. And I will bring you out from under
the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rescue you from their bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm,
and with great judgments.
and I will take you to be my people, and I will be your God, and you will know that I am the Lord your God,
who brings you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians.
And I will bring you to the land concerning which I did swear to give it to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, and I will give it to you as a heritage. I am the Lord.
And Moses spoke thus to the children of Israel, but they did not listen to Moses because of anguish of spirit
And because of cruel bondage.
the Lord spoke to Moses, saying,
Go and speak to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, that he let the children of Israel go out of his land.
And Moses spoke before the Lord, saying, Look,
The children of Israel
have not listened to me. How then will Pharaoh listen to me, since I am of uncircumcised lips?
And the Lord spoke to Moses and to Aaron, and gave them a charge to the children of Israel, and to Pharaoh king of Egypt, to bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
These are the heads of their fathers' houses, the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, Hanok and Palu, Hezron and Carmi, and the sons of Simeon and Jemuel and Jamin. And these are the names of the sons of Levi, according to their generations: Gershon and Kohath, Renon and Theres, and the sons of Merari, Mahali and Mushi, and the sons of Merari, Mahali and Mushi. These are families of Levi according to their generations. And Amram took Jochebed, his father's sister, to be his wife, and she bore to him Aaron and Moses. The years were 137 years. And the sons of Ishar, Korah and Nepheg and Zitri. And the sons of Uzziel, Mishael and Elzaphan and Zithri. And Aaron took Elisheba, daughter of Amminadab, sister of Nahshon, to be his wife, and she bore to him Nadab and Abihu, Eleazar and Ithamar. And the sons of Korah, Asir and Elkanah and Abesah. These are families of Korahites, and Eleazar, Aaron's son, took one of the daughters of Putiel to be his wife, and she bore to him Nadab and Abihu, Eleazar and Ithamar. These are the Aaron and Moses, to whom the Lord said, Bring out the children of Israel from the land of Egypt, according to their armies. These are those who spoke to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to bring out the children of Israel from Egypt. These are Moses. And it came to pass on the day when the Lord spoke to Moses in the land of Egypt, that the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, I am the Lord. Speak to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that I say to you. And Moses said before the Lord, Look, I am of uncircumcised lips, and how will Pharaoh listen to me? And the Lord said to Moses, I have made you as a god to Pharaoh. To Pharaoh. And Aaron your brother will be your prophet. You will speak all that I command you, and you and your brother will speak to Pharaoh, that he send the children of Israel out of his land. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and will multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt. But Pharaoh will not listen to you, that I may lay my hand upon Egypt
servants, and it became a serpent.
Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers.
Now the magicians of Egypt, they also did it in like manner with their enchantments.
For every man cast down his rod, and they became serpents.
Swallowed up their rods.
And he hardened Pharaoh's heart, that he did not listen to them, as the Lord had said.
Do 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 do. And the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened, he refuses to let the people go.
Get you to Pharaoh in the morning. Look, he goes out to the water, and he will stand by the river's brink against his coming. And the rod which was turned to a serpent
You will take in your hand, and you will say to him, the Lord God of the Hebrews has sent me to you, saying, let my people go, that they may serve me in the wilderness. Look, you would not hear till now.
Thus says the Lord, by this you will know that I am the Lord.
Look, I will strike with the rod that is in my hand upon the waters which are in the river, and they will be turned to blood. And the fish that is in the river will die, and the river will stink, and Egyptians will loathe to drink of the water of the river.
And the Lord spoke to Moses, say to Aaron, take your rod, and stretch out your hand upon the waters of Egypt, upon their streams, upon their rivers, and upon their ponds, and upon all their pools of water, that they may become blood, and that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood
And in vessels of stone. And Moses and Aaron did so as the Lord commanded, and he lifted up the rod and struck the waters that were in the river, in the sight of Pharaoh and in the sight of his servants. And all the waters that were in the river were turned to blood. And the fish that was in the river died, and the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink of the water of the river. And there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt.
And the magicians of Egypt did so with their enchantments. Pharaoh's heart was hardened, neither did he listen to them, as the Lord had said.
And Pharaoh turned and went into his house, neither did he set his heart to this also.
And all the Egyptians dug around the river for water to drink, for they could not drink of the water of the river. And 7 days were fulfilled
After that the Lord had struck the river.
And the Lord said to Moses, go to Pharaoh and say to him,
Thus says the Lord, let my people go, that they may serve me.
and if you refuse to let them go, look, I will strike all your borders with frogs.
And the river will bring forth frogs abundantly, which will go up and come into your house and into your bedroom,
And upon your bed, and into the house of your servants,
and upon your people, and into your ovens, and into your kneading bowls. And the frogs will come up both on you, and upon your people, and upon all your servants.
And the Lord spoke to Moses, say to Aaron, stretch forth your hand with your rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds,
And cause frogs to come up upon the land of Egypt.
And Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt,
And the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt.
and the magicians did so with their enchantments.
And brought up frogs upon the land of Egypt.
Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, plead with the Lord that he may take away the frogs from me
And from my people,
and I will let the people go, that they may sacrifice to the Lord.
And Moses said to Pharaoh, I am honored to suggest to you
said, "Tomorrow," and Moses replied, "It will be as you say, that you may know that there is none like the Lord our God. And the frogs will depart from you, and from your houses, and from your servants, and from your people.
They will remain in the river only."
And Moses and Aaron went out from Pharaoh,
And Moses cried to the Lord,
because of the frogs which he had brought upon Pharaoh.
and the Lord did according to the word of Moses.
And the frogs died out of the houses, out of the courtyards, and out of the fields.
And they gathered them together in heaps, and the land stank.
But when Pharaoh saw that there was respite, he hardened his heart,
And did not listen to them,
as the Lord had said.
And the Lord said to Moses, "Say to Aaron, stretch out your rod and strike the dust of the land, that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt."
And they did so.
For Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod and struck the dust of the earth, and it became lice on man.
And on beast, all the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt.
And the magicians did so with Pharaoh. This is the finger of God.
And Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he did not listen to them, as the Lord had said.
Hey, 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 hey.
He interpreted to Moses, "Rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh. Look, he goes forth to the water, and say to him, Thus says the Lord, let my people go, that they may serve me. Else, if you will not let my people go, look, I will send swarms of flies upon you, and upon your servants, and upon your people, and into your houses and houses. Egyptians will be full of swarms of flies, and also the ground where they are.
Hey, 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 hey.
And I will set apart the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies will be there. To the end you may know that I am the Lord in the midst of the earth. And I will put a division between my people and your people. Tomorrow will the sign be." And the Lord did so.
And there came a grievous swarm of flies into the house of Pharaoh, and into his servants' houses, and into all the land of Egypt.
The land was corrupted by reason of the swarm of flies. And Pharaoh called for Moses and for Aaron, and said, "Go, sacrifice to your God in the land." And Moses said, "It is not appropriate to do so, for we will sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians to the Lord our God." Look, if we sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians before their eyes, will they not stone us? We will go 3 days' journey into the wilderness, and sacrifice to the Lord our God, as he will command us. And Pharaoh said, "I will let you go, that you may sacrifice to the Lord your God in the wilderness, but you will not go very far away. Plead for me." And Moses said, "Look, I go out from you, and I will plead with the Lord that the swarms of flies may depart from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people tomorrow. But let not Pharaoh deal deceitfully anymore, in not letting the people go to sacrifice to the Lord."
And Moses went out from Pharaoh and pleaded with the Lord, and the Lord did according to the word of Moses, and he removed the swarms of flies from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people. There remained not one.
And Pharaoh hardened his heart at this time also, and did not let the people go. Then the
Lord said to Moses, "Go into Pharaoh and tell him, thus says the Lord God of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. For if you refuse to let them go, and will hold them still, look, the hand of the Lord will be upon your cattle which are in the field, upon the horses, upon the donkeys, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There will be a very severe pestilence. And the Lord will set apart the cattle of Israel from the cattle of Egypt. There will nothing die of all that belongs to the children of Israel." And the Lord appointed a set time, saying, "Tomorrow the Lord will do this thing in the land." And the Lord did that thing on the next day. And all the cattle of Egypt died, for the cattle of Egypt died, but of cattle of children of Israel died not one.
And Pharaoh sent, and look, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go.
And the Lord said to Moses and to Aaron, "Take for yourselves handfuls of ash from the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward the heaven in the sight of Pharaoh.
And it will become fine dust in all the land of Egypt, and will be a boil breaking forth with flames upon man and upon beast."
And they took ash of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled it up toward heaven.
And it caused a boil breaking forth with flames upon man and upon beast.
And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils, for the boil was upon the magicians
And upon all the Egyptians.
And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he did not listen to them,
As the Lord had spoken to Moses. Look, la 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 la. If you love butchers, I party, party, pop.
And the Lord said to Moses, "Rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh and say to him, thus says the Lord God of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. For at this time I will send all my plagues upon your heart and upon your servants and upon your people, that you may know that there is none like me in all the earth. For now I would have stretched out my hand and would have struck you and your people with pestilence, and you would have been cut off from the earth. And indeed for this cause I have raised you up, for to show my power in you, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth."
Do you still exalt yourself against my people, that you will not let them go?
Look, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain, a very grievous hail such as has not been in Egypt since the day it was founded, even until now. Send therefore now
And gather your cattle
and all your cattle
and all that you have in the field.
For upon every man and beast which will be found in the field and will not be brought home, the hail will come down upon them, and they will die. He that feared the word of the Lord among the servants of Pharaoh made his servants and his cattle flee into the houses. And he that did not regard the word of the Lord left his servants and his cattle in the field. And the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch forth your hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beast and upon every herb of the field throughout the land of Egypt."
And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and the Lord sent thunder and hail, and the fire ran along upon the ground, and the Lord rained hail upon the land of Egypt.
So there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as was none like it in all the land of Egypt, since it became
of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. And the hail struck every herb of the field and broke every tree of the field.
Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, there was no hail. And Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron, and said to them, I have sinned this time. The Lord is righteous, and I and my people are wicked.
Plead with the Lord that there may be enough of these mighty thunderings and hail, and I will let you go, and you will remain no longer.
And Moses said to him, as soon as I am gone out of the city, I will spread abroad my hands to the Lord.
And the thunder will cease, and the hail will not be anymore,
that you may know that the earth is the Lord's. But as for you and your servants, I know that you will not yet fear the Lord God.
And the flax and the barley were struck, for the barley was in the ear, and the flax was bold.
But the wheat and the spelt were not struck,
for they were not grown up.
And Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh, and spread abroad his hands to the Lord. And the thunder and hail ceased, and the rain did not pour upon the earth.
And when Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunder had ceased, he sinned yet more, and hardened his heart, he and his servants.
And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, neither would he let the children of Israel go, as the Lord had spoken by Moses.
Give it like time for you.
Hey, hi, hi, hey, hi, yeah.
Then the Lord said to Moses, go into Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart, and the heart of his servants, that I might show these my signs before him, and that you may tell in the ears of your son, and of your son's son, what things I have worked in Egypt, and my signs which I have done among them, that you may know that I am the Lord.
Hey, hey,
And Moses and Aaron came into Pharaoh and said to him, thus says the Lord God of the Hebrews, how long will you refuse to humble yourself before me?
let my people go, that they may serve me.
If you refuse to let my people go, look, tomorrow I will bring the locusts into your border.
And they will cover the face of the earth, so that one will not be able to see the earth.
And they will eat the residue of that which is left to you,
That which remains after the hail, and will eat every tree which grows for you out of the field.
and your houses will be filled, and the houses of all your servants, and the houses of all the Egyptians,
Which neither your fathers nor your fathers' fathers have seen, since the day that they were upon the earth to this day. And he turned himself and went out from Pharaoh.
And Pharaoh's servant said to him, how long shall this man be a snare to us? Let the men go, that they may serve the Lord their God. Do you not know yet that Egypt is destroyed?
And Moses and Aaron were brought again to Pharaoh, and he said to them, go serve the Lord your God.
But who are they that shall go? And Moses said, we will go with our young and with our old, with our sons and with our daughters, with our flocks and with our herds will we go, for we must hold a feast to the Lord.
And he said to them, let the Lord be so with you,
as I will let you and your little ones go. Look, for evil is before you.
Not so.
Go now, you who are men, and serve the Lord, for that is what you desired.
and they were driven out from Pharaoh's presence.
And the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up upon the land of Egypt and eat every herb of the land.
Even all that the hail has left.
And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and the Lord brought an east wind upon the land all that day and all that night. And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts.
And the locusts went up over all the land of Egypt, and rested
such after them. For they covered the face of the whole earth, so that the land was darkened. And they ate every herb of the land, and all the fruit of the trees which the hail had left. And there remained not any green thing in the trees, or in the herbs of the field, through all the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron in haste, and he said, I have sinned against the Lord your God, and against you. Now therefore forgive, I ask you, my sin only this once, and plead with the Lord your God that he may take away from me this death only. And he went out from Pharaoh and pleaded with the Lord.
Away the locusts and cast them into the Red Sea. There remained not one locust in all the borders of Egypt.
But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he did not let the children of Israel go.
And the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They did not see one another, neither did any rise from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. And Pharaoh called to Moses and said,
Go serve the Lord.
only let your flocks and your herds stay behind. Let your little ones also go with you. And Moses said, you must also give us sacrifices and burnt offerings, that we may sacrifice to the Lord our God.
Our cattle shall go with us, there shall not a hoof be left behind.
For we must take up them to serve the Lord our God. And we do not know with what we must serve the Lord until we come there.
But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let them go. And Pharaoh said to him, Get away from me, take heed to yourself, see my face no more.
For in that day you see my face, you shall die.
And Moses said, You have spoken well, I will see your face again
No more.
And the Lord said to Moses, Yet I will bring one plague more upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt. Afterwards he will let you go from here. When he lets you go, he will surely thrust you out from here completely. Speak now in the ears of the people, and let every man ask of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor, jewels of silver and jewels of gold. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the sight of Pharaoh's servants, and in the sight of the people. And Moses said, Thus says the Lord, about midnight I will go out into the midst of Egypt, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt will die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sits upon his throne, even to the firstborn of the maidservant that is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of beasts. And there will be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it, nor will be like it anymore. But
Against any of the children of Israel, not a dog will move its tongue. Against man or beast, that you may know how the Lord distinguishes between the Egyptians and Israel. And all these your servants will come down to me and bow down themselves to me. Say, get out, and all the people that follow you. And after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in a great anger. And the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh will not listen to you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. And Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh. And the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go out of his land. Do you do 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 do? Do you do 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 do? And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, this month will be for you the beginning of months. It will be the first month of the year for you. Speak to all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month they will take for themselves every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a house. And if the household is too small for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next to his house take it according to the number of the souls, every man according to his eating. You will make your count for the lamb. Your lamb will be without blemish, a male of the first year. You will take it out from the sheep or from the goats, and you will keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel will kill it in the evening. And they will take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorpost of the houses in which they will eat it. And they will eat the flesh in that night, roasted with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they will eat it. Eat not of it raw, nor boiled at all with water, but roasted with fire, its head with its legs and with the inner parts thereof. And you will let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remains of it until the morning you will burn with fire. And thus you will eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and you will eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover, for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will strike all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast. Against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. And the blood will be to you for a token upon the houses where you are. And when I see the blood I will pass over you, and the plague will not be upon you to destroy you when I strike the land of Egypt. And this day will be for you for a memorial, and you will keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. You will keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. 7 days you will eat unleavened bread, even the first day you will put away leaven out of your houses. For whoever eats leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that soul will be cut off from Israel. And in the first day there will be a holy convocation. And in the 7th day there will be a holy convocation for you. No manner of work will be done in them, except that which every man must eat, that only may be done by you. And you will observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this very day I have brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore you will observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, that evening you will eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month that evening. 7 days will there be no leaven found in your houses, for whoever eats that which is leavened, even that soul will be cut off from the congregation of Israel. Whether he is a stranger or born in the land, you will eat nothing leavened in all your habitations. You will eat unleavened
will pass over the door and will not allow the destroyer
To come into your houses to strike you.
And you will observe this thing as an ordinance for you and for your sons forever.
And it will come to pass when you come to the land which the Lord will give you, as He has promised, that you will keep this service.
And it will come to pass when your children will say to you,
What do you mean by this service?
that you will say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when He struck the Egyptians and delivered our houses. And the people bowed the head and worshipped.
And the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron, so they did.
And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt,
From the firstborn of Pharaoh that Pharaoh on his throne, to the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon,
and all the firstborn of cattle.
And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians. And there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said,
Rise up,
and get out from among my people, both you and the children of Israel, and go serve the Lord as you have said.
also take your flocks and your herds as you have said, and be gone.
And bless me also.
And the Egyptians were urgings upon the people, that they might send them out of the land in haste, for they said, We are all dead men.
And the people took their dough before it was leavened, their kneading bowls being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders.
And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and clothing.
And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent to them such things as they required.
And they plundered the Egyptians.
And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot that were men, besides children. And a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle.
And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough, which they brought forth out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt, and could not tarry, neither had they prepared for themselves any victual. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel, who dwelt in Egypt, was 430 years. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, even the very same day it came to pass, that all the host of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt.
It is a night to be much observed to the Lord, for bringing them out from the land of Egypt.
This is that night of the Lord to be observed of all the children of Israel in their generations.
And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, This is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat of it. But every man's servant that is bought for money, when you have circumcised him, then you shall eat of it.
A foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat of it.
In one house it shall be eaten. You shall not carry forth any of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall you break a bone thereof.
All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. And when a stranger shall sojourn with you, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat of it.
One law shall be to him that is homeborn, and to the stranger that sojourns among you.
Thus did all the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron. So they did.
And it came to pass the very same day that the Lord did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, consecrate to me all the firstborn, whatever opens the womb among the children of Israel, both of man and of beast, it is mine. And Moses said to the people, remember this day in which you came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage. For by strength of the Lord brought you out from this place. There will no leavened bread be eaten.
This day you go out in the month of Abib, and it will be when the Lord brings you into the land of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, which he swore to your fathers to give you,
a land flowing with milk and honey, that you will keep this service in this month.
7 days you will eat unleavened bread, and in the seventh day will be a feast to the Lord.
Unleavened bread will be eaten 7 days.
7 days.
And there will no leavened bread be seen with you,
Neither will there be leaven seen with you in all your quarters.
and you will show your son in that day, saying, this is done because of that which the Lord did for me when I came forth out of Egypt.
And it will be for a sign to you upon your hand, and for a memorial between your eyes, that the Lord's law may be in your mouth. For with a strong hand the Lord has brought you out of Egypt.
You will therefore keep this ordinance in its season from year to year.
And it will be when the Lord brings you into the land of the Canaanites, as he swore to you and to your fathers, and gives it to you,
that you will set apart to the Lord all that opens the womb,
and every firstling
that comes from a beast which you have,
the males will be the Lord's.
and every firstling of a donkey you will redeem with a lamb.
And if you will not redeem it, then you will break its neck.
And all the firstborn of man among your children you will redeem.
And it will be when your son asks you in time to come, saying, what is this? That you will say to him, by strength of hand the Lord brought us out from Egypt,
from the house of bondage.
And it came to pass,
When Pharaoh was stubborn about letting us go, that the Lord killed all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beast. Therefore I sacrifice to the Lord all that opens the womb, being males, but all the firstborn of my children I redeem.
and it will be for a token upon your hand, and for frontlets between your eyes, for to brought us forth out of Egypt.
And it came to pass, when Pharaoh had let the people go, that God did not lead them through the way of the land of the Philistines, although that was near. For God said, lest perhaps the people repent when they see war, and they return to Egypt.
But God led the people about through the way of the wilderness of the Red Sea.
And the children of Israel went up harnessed out of the land of Egypt.
Moses took the bones of Joseph with him,
For he had strictly sworn the children of Israel, saying, God will surely visit you, and you will carry up my bones away from here with you. And they took their journey from Succoth, and camped in Etham in the edge of the wilderness.
and the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, to go by day and night.
He did not take away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night,
From before the people
And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying,
Speak to the children of Israel,
that they turn and encamp before Pi-hahiroth, between Migdol and the sea.
oh, before it you will encamp by the sea.
For Pharaoh Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land, the wilderness has shut them in.
And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, that he will follow after them. And I will get me honor upon Pharaoh and upon all his host, that the Egyptians may know that I am the Lord.
And they did so. And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled.
And the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants was turned against the people, and they said, why have we done this, that we have let Israel go from serving us?
And he made ready his chariot and took his people with him.
And he took 600 chosen chariots, and all the chariots of Egypt, and captains over every one of them.
And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel.
The children of Israel went out with a high hand,
but the Egyptians pursued after them all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them encamping by the sea beside Pi-hahiroth before Baal-zephon.
And when Pharaoh drew near, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and looked, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were very afraid.
And the children of Israel cried out to the Lord.
And they said to Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, have you taken us away to die in the wilderness? Why have you dealt with us to carry us forth out of Egypt?
Is not this the word that we did tell you in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians?
For it would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. And Moses said to the people, fear not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show you today.
For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you will see them again no more forever. The Lord will fight for you, and you will hold your peace.
And the Lord said to Moses, why do you cry to me? Speak to the children of Israel, that they go forward.
But lift up your rod and stretch out your hand over the sea, and divide it, and the children of Israel will go on dry ground through the midst of the sea.
And I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they will follow them. And I will get me honor upon Pharaoh, and upon all his host, upon his chariots,
And upon his horsemen.
and the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord, when I have gotten me honor upon Pharaoh,
Upon his chariots and upon his horsemen.
And the angel of God, which went before the camp of Israel, removed and went behind them. And the pillar of the cloud went from before their face and
Stood behind them.
And it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel. And it was a cloud and darkness to them, but it gave light by night to these, so the one came not near the other all the night.
And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night,
And made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided.
and the children of Israel went to the midst of the sea upon the dry ground.
And the waters were a wall to them on their right hand and on their left. And the Egyptians pursued and went in after them to the midst of the sea, even all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen.
And it came to pass that in the morning watch the Lord looked to the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians.
And took off their chariot wheels, that they drove them heavily. So that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fights for them against the Egyptians. And
And the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand over the sea, that the waters may come again upon the Egyptians. And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to its strength when the morning appeared. And the Egyptians fled against it, and the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea. And the waters returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen, and all the host of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them. There remained not so much as one of them. But the children of Israel walked upon dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall to them on their right hand and on their left. Thus the Lord saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore.
Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song to the Lord, and spoke, saying, I will sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider he has thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation. He is my God, and I will prepare him a habitation. My Father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war, the Lord is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his host he has cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. The depths have covered them, they sank into the bottom as a stone. Your right hand, O Lord, has become glorious in power. Your right hand, O Lord, has dashed the enemy in pieces. And in the greatness of your excellency, you have overthrown them that rose up against you. Sent forth your wrath, which consumed them as stubble. And with the blast of your nostrils, the waters were gathered together. The flood stood upright as a heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoil. My lust will be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword, my hand will destroy them. You did blow with your wind, the sea covered them. They sank as lead in the mighty waters. Who is like you, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like you, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders? You stretched out your right hand, the earth swallowed them. You in your mercy have led forth the people which you have redeemed. You have guided them in your strength to your holy habitation. The people will hear and be afraid. Sorrow will take hold on the inhabitants of Palestina. Then the dukes of Edom will be amazed, the mighty men of Moab. Trembling will take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan will melt away. Fear and dread will fall upon them. By the greatness of your arm, they will be as still as a stone. Till your people pass over, O Lord, till the people pass over which you have purchased. You will bring them in and plant them in the mountain of your inheritance, in the place, O Lord, which you have made for you to dwell in the sanctuary, O Lord, which your hands have established. The Lord will reign forever and ever. For the horse of Pharaoh went in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea. And the Lord brought again the waters of the sea upon them. But the children of Israel went on dry land in the midst of the sea. And Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand. And all the women went out after her with timbrels and with dances. And Miriam answered them, sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider he has thrown into the sea. So Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur. And they went 3 days in the
drink of the waters of Marah.
For they were bitter, therefore the name of it was called Marah. And the people murmured against Moses, saying,
What shall we drink? And he cried to the Lord.
and the Lord showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. There he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he tested them, and said, If you will diligently listen to the voice of the Lord your God, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes,
I will put none of these diseases upon you, which I have brought upon the Egyptians.
for I am the Lord that heals you. And they came to Elim, where were 12 wells of water, and 70 palm trees.
And they encamped there by the waters.
And they took their journey from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month after their departure out of the land of Egypt.
And the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses.
And the children of Israel said to them, Would that we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land
Of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots, and when we ate bread to the full.
For you have brought us forth into this wilderness to kill this whole
Assembly with hunger.
Then said the Lord to Moses, Look, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people will go out and gather a certain portion every day, that I may test them whether they will walk in my law or not.
And it will come to pass that on the 6th day they will prepare that which they bring in. And it will be twice as much as they gather daily.
And Moses and Aaron said to all the children of Israel, At evening then you will know that the Lord has brought you out from the land
Of Egypt.
And in the morning then you will see the glory of the Lord, for he hears your murmurings against the Lord.
And Moses said to all the children of Israel, At evening then you will know
That the Lord has brought you out from the land of Egypt.
And in the morning then you will see the glory of the Lord.
For he hears your murmurings against the Lord.
And Moses said to all the children of Israel, At evening then you will know
That the Lord hears your murmurings which you murmur against him.
And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Lord.
And Moses spoke to Aaron, saying to all the congregation of the children of Israel, Come near before the Lord, for he has heard your murmurings.
And it came to pass, as Aaron spoke to the whole congregation of the children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and look,
The glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying,
I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel.
Speak to them, saying, At twilight you will eat flesh, and in the morning you will be filled with bread, and you will know that I am the Lord your God.
And it came to pass that at evening the quails came up and covered the camp.
And in the morning the dew lay round about the host, and when the dew that lay was gone up, look, upon the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoarfrost on the ground.
And when the children of Israel saw it, they said one to another, It is manna.
For they did not know what it was. And Moses said to them, This is the bread which the Lord has given you to eat.
This is the thing which the Lord has commanded. Gather of it every man according to his eating.
An omer for every man according to the number of your persons. Take every man for them which are in his tents.
And the children of Israel did so,
And gathered some more, some less. And when they did measure it with an omer, he that gathered much had nothing over, and he that gathered little had no lack. They gathered every man according to his eating.
And Moses said, Let no man leave of it till the morning.
Notwithstanding, they did not listen to Moses. Moses, but some of them left of it until the morning, and it bred worms and stank. And they gathered every morning, every man according to his eating.
And when the sun waxed hot,
It melted.
And it came to pass that on the sixth day they gathered twice as much bread.
2 omers for 1 man. And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. And he said to them, "This is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath to the Lord. Bake which you will bake today, and boil that which you will boil, and that which remains over lay up for yourselves to be kept until the morning." And they laid it up till the morning,
As Moses spake, and it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein.
and Moses said,
Eat that today, for today is a Sabbath to the Lord.
"Today you will not find it in the field."
6 days you will gather it, but on the 7th day, which is the Sabbath, in it there will be none.
And it came to pass that there went out some of the people on the 7th day to gather, and they found none. And the Lord said to Moses, "How long do you refuse to keep my commandments and my laws? See, for the Lord has given you the Sabbath, therefore he gives you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. Abide every man in his place, let no man go out of his place on the 7th day." So the people rested on the 7th day.
And the house of Israel called the name thereof manna, and it was like coriander seed white, and the taste of it was like wafers made with honey.
And Moses said, "This is the thing which the Lord commands. Fill an omer of it to be kept for your generations, that they may see the bread with which I fed you in the wilderness when I brought you forth from the land of Egypt."
And Moses said to Aaron, "Take a pot and put an omer full of manna therein,
And lay it up before the Lord to be kept for your generations, as the Lord commanded Moses. So Aaron laid it up before the testimony to be kept.
And the children of Israel ate manna 40 years until they came to a land inhabited.
They ate manna until they came to the borders of the land of Canaan.
Now an omer is the 10th part of an ephah.
And all the congregation of the children of Israel journeyed from the wilderness of sin. After their journeys, according to the commandment of the Lord, and pitched in Rephidim.
And there was no water for the people to drink.
Therefore the people did argue with Moses, and said, "Give us water that we may drink." "Why do you argue with me?
Why do you tempt the Lord?" And the people thirsted there for water, and the people murmured against Moses and said, "Why is it that you have brought us up out of Egypt to kill us and our children and our cattle with thirst?" And Moses cried to the Lord, saying, "What shall I do to this people? They are almost ready to stone me."
And the Lord said to Moses, "Go on before the people, and take with you of the elders of Israel,
And your rod with which you struck the river,
take in your hand and go.
look, I will stand before you there upon the rock in Horeb, and you will strike the rock, and there will come water out of it, that the people may drink."
And Moses did so
In the sight of the elders of Israel,
and he called the name of the place Massah and Meribah,
because of the arguing of the children of Israel. And because they tempted the Lord, saying, "Is the Lord among us or not?"
Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Lephratim.
And Moses said to Joshua, "Choose us out men and go out fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of God in my hand."
So Joshua did as Moses had said to him,
And fought with Amalek
and Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone
and put it under him.
and he sat there
And he sat there,
one on the one side,
and the other on the other side.
and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun.
And Joshua defeated Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword.
And the Lord said to Moses, "Write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua."
I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven.
And Moses built an altar and called the name of it
Jehovah Nissi.
For he said, "Because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation
To generation.
When Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, heard of all that God had done for Moses and for Israel his people, and that the Lord had brought Israel out of Egypt,
Then Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took Zipporah, Moses' wife, after he had sent her back.
and her 2 sons, of which the name of the one was Gershom. For he said, "I have been an alien in a strange land."
And the name of the other was Eliezer, for he said,
The God of my father was my help.
"Entered me from the sword of Pharaoh." And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, came with his sons and his wife
To Moses in the wilderness, where he encamped at the mount of God.
And he said to Moses, "I, your father-in-law, Jethro, I'm come to you with your wife and her 2 sons with her."
And Moses went out to meet his father-in-law and bowed his head and kissed him. And they asked each other of their welfare, and they went into the tent.
And Moses told his father-in-law all that the Lord had done to Pharaoh and to the Egyptians for Israel's sake, and all the trouble that had come upon them by the way, and how the Lord had delivered them.
And Jethro rejoiced for all the goodness which the Lord had done to Israel in delivering them out of the hand of the Egyptians.
And Jethro said, "Blessed is the Lord who has delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians and out of the hand of Pharaoh, and has the people from under the hand of the Egyptians."
Now I know that the Lord is greater than all gods, for in the thing they dealt proudly against them, he was above them.
And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took a burnt offering and sacrifices for God. And Aaron came and all the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law before God.
Sat to judge the people, and the people stood around Moses from the morning until the evening. When Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did for the people, he said, "What is this thing that you are doing for the people? Why do you sit alone and all the people stand around you from morning until evening?"
Moses said to his father-in-law, "Because the people come to me to inquire of God. When they have a matter, they come to me, and I judge between one and another, and I make them know the statutes of God and his laws." Moses' father-in-law said to him, "The thing that you are doing is not good."
You will surely wear away, both you and this people that is with you. For the thing is too heavy for you. You are not able to perform it yourself alone.
Listen now to my voice, I will give you counsel, and God shall be with you. You shall be for the people toward God, that you may bring the causes to God.
And you shall teach them ordinances and laws, and shall show them the way in which they must walk, and the work that they must do. More of a you shall select out of all the people able men, such as fear God, men of truth, hating dishonest gain, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands and rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s and rulers of 10s. And let them judge the people at all seasons, and it shall be that every great matter they shall bring to you, but every small matter they shall judge themselves. So shall it be easier for you, and they shall bear the burden with you.
If you will do this thing and God commands you so, then you will be able to endure, and all this people shall also go to their place in peace.
So Moses listened to the voice of his father-in-law and did all that he had said.
Moses chose able men out of all Israel and made them heads over the people, rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s and rulers of 10s.
And they judged the people at all seasons. The hard causes they brought to Moses, but every small matter they judged themselves.
Moses let his father-in-law depart, and he went his way into his own land. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Dum 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 dum.
In the third month, when the children of Israel were gone out of the land of Egypt, the same day they came into the wilderness of Sinai. For they had departed from Rephidim and had come to the wilderness of Sinai and had camped in the wilderness.
And there Israel camped before the mountain.
And Moses went up to God, and the Lord called to him from the mountain, saying, Thus you shall say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, You have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I carried you on eagle's wings, and brought you to myself. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then you shall be my own special possession out of all people, for all the earth is mine.
And you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which you shall speak to the children of Israel.
And Moses came and called for the elders of the people, and set before their faces all these words which the Lord commanded him.
And Lord commanded him.
And all the people answered together and said,
All that the Lord has commanded we will do.
And Moses returned the words of the people to the Lord.
And the Lord said to Moses, Look, I come to you in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with you, and also believe you forever. And Moses told the words of the people to the Lord.
And the Lord said to Moses, Go to the people and consecrate them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes and be ready for the third day. For on the third day the Lord will come down upon Mount Sinai in the sight of all the people, and you shall set boundaries for the people all around, saying, Take heed to yourselves that you do not go up into the mountain or touch the border of it. Whoever touches the mountain shall surely be put to death.
No hand shall touch him, but he shall surely be stoned or shot through. Whether it is a beast or a man, he shall not live. When the trumpet sounds a long blast, they shall come up to the mountain.
And Moses went down from the mountain to the people and consecrated the people, and they washed their clothes. And he said to the people, Be ready for the third day, do not come near your wives. And it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings, and a thick cloud upon the mountain, and exceedingly loud, so that all the people that were in the camp trembled.
And Moses brought the people out of the camp to meet with God. And they stood at the foot of the mountain.
And Mount Sinai was altogether covered in smoke, because the Lord descended upon it in fire, and the smoke of it ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mountain shook greatly. And when the voice of the trumpet sounded long and became very loud, Moses spoke, and God answered him by a voice. And the Lord came down upon Mount Sinai on the top of the mountain.
And the Lord called Moses up to the top of the mountain. And Moses went up.
And the Lord said to Moses, "Go down, charge the people lest they break through to gaze at the Lord, and many of them perish.
And let the priests also who come near to the Lord consecrate themselves, lest the Lord break out against them."
And Moses said to the Lord, "The people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for you charged us, saying, 'Set bounds around the mountain
and consecrate it.'"
And the Lord said to him, "Go, get down, and you shall come up, you and Aaron with you, but do not let the priests and the people break through to come up to the Lord, lest I break out against them."
So Moses went down to the people and spoke to them.
And God spoke all these words, saying,
I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself any carved image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
You shall not bow down to them nor serve them.
For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me, but showing mercy to thousands of those who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless who misuses his name.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work, you nor your son nor your daughter, nor your male servant nor your female servant, nor your cattle nor your stranger who is within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea and all that is in them,
And rested the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day
and made it holy.
Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord your God is giving you. You shall not murder.
You shall not commit adultery.
You shall not steal.
You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his male servant,
Nor his female servant.
nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor anything that is your neighbor's. Now all the people saw the thunderings, the lightnings, the sound of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they trembled and stood far off. And they said to Moses, "You speak with us, and we will hear.
But let not God speak with us, lest we die."
And Moses said to the people,
Do not fear,
for God has come to test you, and that his fear may be before your faces, so that you do not sin.
So the people stood far off,
But Moses drew near to the thick darkness where God was. And the Lord said to Moses, "Thus you shall say to the children of Israel, You have seen that I have spoken to you from heaven.
You shall not make anything to be with me, gods of silver or gods of gold. You shall not make for yourselves.
You shall your sheep and your oxen in all places where I record my name. I will come to you, and I will bless you. And if you will make me an altar of stone, you shall not build it of cut stone. For if you lift up your tool upon it, you have polluted it. And you shall not go up by steps to my altar, lest your nakedness be exposed on it.
Now these are the rules that you shall set before dinner. Like then Hebrew servant he shall serve 6 years, and in the 7th he shall go out free and pay nothing. If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he was married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master has given him a wife, and she has borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out by himself. But if the servant clearly says, I love my master, my wife and my children, I will not go out free, then his master shall bring him to the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, or to the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. If a man sells his daughter to be a female servant, she shall not go out as the male servants do. If she does not please her master, who has not designated her for himself, then he shall let her be redeemed. He shall have no power to sell her to a foreign nation, since he has dealt deceitfully with her. And if he has designated her for his son, he shall deal with her after the manner of daughters. If he takes another wife, he shall not diminish her food, her clothing, and her marriage rights. And if he does not do these 3 things for her, then she shall go out free, paying no money.
He who strikes a man so that he dies shall surely be put to death.
But if a man does not lie in wait, but God delivers him into his hand, then I will appoint you a place where he may flee. But if a man acts intentionally against his neighbor to murder him by deceit,
You shall take him from my altar that he may die.
and he who strikes his father or his mother shall surely be put to death.
And he who kidnaps a man and sells him, or if he is found in his hand, shall surely be put to death.
And he who curses his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. If men quarrel and one strikes another with a stone or with his fist, and he does not die but has to keep his bed,
If he rises again,
and walks around outside with his staff, then he who struck him shall be cleared.
only he shall pay for the loss of his time, and shall have him thoroughly healed.
And if a man strikes his male or female servant with a rod, and he dies under his hand,
He shall surely be punished.
however, if he continues for a day or 2,
He shall not be punished.
for he is his master's property.
If men struggle together and hurt a pregnant woman,
So that she gives birth prematurely, yet no lasting harm follows,
he shall surely be punished with a fine, according as a woman's husband imposes on him.
and he shall pay as the judges determine. But if any lasting harm follows, then you shall give life for life,
Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burn for burn, wound for wound, stripe for stripe.
And if a man strikes the eye of his male or female servant and destroys it, he shall let him go free for the sake of his eye.
And if he knocks out his male or female servants too, he shall let him go free for the sake of his tooth.
If an ox gores a man or a woman, so that they die. Then the ox shall surely be stoned, and its flesh shall not be eaten, but the owner of the ox shall be clear. But if the ox habitually gored in times past,
and its owner has been warned and has not kept it confined,
and it has killed a man or a woman, the ox shall be stoned, and its owner
also shall be put to death.
If a ransom is imposed on him, then he shall pay whatever is imposed on him for the redemption of his life. Whether it has gored a son or has gored a daughter, according to this judgment, it shall be done to him.
If the ox gores a male or female servant, he shall give to their master 30 shekels of silver, and the ox shall be stoned.
And if a man opens a pit, or if a man digs a pit and does not cover it, and an ox or a donkey falls into it,
the owner of the pit shall make it good, and give money to the owner of the animal,
and the dead animal shall be his.
And if one man's ox hurts another's ox so that it dies,
then they shall sell the live ox and divide the money from it.
and the dead ox they shall also divide.
But if it is known that the ox habitually gored in time past, and its owner has not kept it confined, he shall surely pay
Ox for ox, and the dead animal shall be his own. Do 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 do. Oh 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 oh.
If a man steals an ox or a sheep and slaughters it or sells it,
He shall restore 5 oxen for an ox, and 4 sheep for a sheep.
if a thief is found breaking in and is struck so that he dies, there shall be
No guilt for his bloodshed.
If the sun has risen upon him,
There shall be guilt for his bloodshed. He should make full restitution. If he has nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft.
if the theft is certainly found alive in his hand, whether it is an ox or a donkey or a sheep,
He shall restore double.
if a man causes a field or vineyard to be eaten and lets his animal loose, and it feeds in another man's field, he shall make restitution from the best of his own field
And the best of his own vineyard.
If fire breaks out and catches in thorns, so that the stacks of grain or the standing grain or the field are consumed, he who started the fire shall surely make restitution. If a man delivers to his neighbor money or articles to keep, and it is stolen out of the man's house, if the thief is found, he shall pay double. If the thief is not found, then the master of the house shall be brought before the judges to see whether he has put his hand into his neighbor's goods,
For any kind of trespass.
whether it is for an ox, for a donkey, for a sheep, for clothing, or for any kind of lost thing which another claims to be his. The cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and he whom the judges condemn
Shall pay double to his neighbor.
If a man delivers to his neighbor a donkey, an ox, a sheep, or any animal to keep, and it dies or is hurt or is driven away, no one seeing it, then an oath of the Lord shall be between them both, that he has not put his hand into his neighbor's goods, and the owner of it shall accept that,
And he shall not make restitution.
but if it is stolen from him, he shall make restitution to the owner thereof. If it is torn in pieces, then he shall bring it as evidence, and he shall not make restitution for what was torn,
And he shall not make restitution.
and if a man borrows anything from his neighbor,
And it is hurt or
The owner being not with it,
he shall surely make restitution.
but if the owner of it was with it, he shall not make restitution. If it was hired, the hired cost is enough.
If a man entices a virgin who is not betrothed and lies with her, he shall surely pay the dowry and take her as his wife. If her father utterly refuses to give her to him, he shall pay money equal to the dowry of virgins.
You shall not permit a sorceress to live.
Whoever lies with an animal shall surely be put to death.
He who sacrifices to any god except to the Lord only shall be utterly destroyed.
You shall neither vex a stranger nor oppress him.
For you were strangers in the land of Egypt. You shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. If you afflict them in any way, and they cry at all to me,
I will surely hear their cry, and my wrath shall become fierce.
and I will kill you with the sword.
Your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless.
If you lend money to any of my people who are poor among you, you shall not be to him as a creditor. You shall not lay any interest upon him.
If you take your neighbor's garment as a pledge, you shall restore it to him before the sun goes down.
For that is his only covering, it is his garment for his skin. In what shall he sleep? And it shall come to pass when he cries to me that I will hear.
For I am gracious. You shall not revile the judges nor curse the ruler of your people. You shall not delay to offer the first of your ripe produce and your juices.
You shall give the firstborn of your sons to me.
You shall do likewise with your oxen and with your sheep. 7 days it shall be with its mother.
On the 8th day you shall give it to me.
And you shall be holy people to me. You shall not eat any flesh that is torn by beasts in the field. You shall cast it to the dogs. Shall not spread a false report in Haman. You shall not to match the ruin and the wicked, to be a malicious witness. You shall not follow the crowd to do evil, nor shall you testify in a dispute so as to turn aside after many to pervert justice.
You shall not show favoritism to a poor man in his dispute.
If you meet your enemy's ox or his donkey going astray, you shall surely bring it back to him again.
If you see the donkey of one who hates you lying under its burden, and you would not help him, you shall surely help with him.
You shall not
pervert the judgment of your poor in his dispute.
keep yourself far from a false matter, and do not kill the innocent and righteous.
For I will not acquit the wicked, and you shall take no bribe.
For the bribe blinds the wise and perverts the words of the righteous. Also you shall not oppress a stranger, for you know the heart of a stranger, because you were strangers in the land of Egypt.
6 years you shall sow your land and gather in its produce.
But the 7th year you shall let it rest and life follow, that the poor of your people may eat,
And what they leave the beasts of the field shall eat.
in like manner you shall deal with your vineyard and your olive grove.
6 days you shall do your work, and on the 7th day you shall rest, that your ox and your donkey may rest, and the son of your female servant, and the stranger may be refreshed. And in all things that I have said to you, be careful,
And make no mention of the name of other gods, nor let it be heard out of your mouth.
3 times in the year.
You shall keep the feast to me.
You shall keep the feast of unleavened bread. You shall eat unleavened bread 7 days as I commanded you, in the time appointed in the month of Abib.
For in it you came out from Egypt.
And none shall appear before me empty-handed.
And the feast of harvest, the first fruits of your labors which you have sown in the field.
And the feast of ingathering, which is in the end of the year,
When you have gathered in your labors out of the field.
3 times in the year.
All your males shall appear before the Lord God. You shall not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leavened bread, neither shall the fat of my sacrifice remain until the morning.
The first of the first fruits of your land you shall bring into the house of the Lord your God.
You shall not boil a young goat in its mother's milk.
Tushana, Tushana, oh, Tushana, Tushana. Look, I am sending an angel before you to guard you on the way and to bring you to the place which I have prepared.
Be attentive to him and obey his voice. Do not provoke him, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him.
But if you diligently obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy to your enemies and an adversary to your adversaries.
For my angel will go before you and bring you into the Amorites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Canaanites and the Hivites and the Jebusites,
And I will cut them off. You shall not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor follow their practices, but you shall utterly overthrow them and break in pieces their sacred pillars.
So you shall serve the Lord your God, and he will bless your bread and your water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of you.
No one shall suffer miscarriage or be barren in your land. I will fulfill the number of your days.
I will send my terror before you, and will throw into confusion all the people to whom you come, and I will make all your enemies turn their backs to you.
And I will send hornets before you, which shall drive out the Hivite, the Canaanite, and the Hittite from before you.
I will not drive them out from before you in 1 year, lest the land become desolate and the beasts of the field multiply against you.
I will drive them out from before you little by little, until you become numerous and inherit the land. And I will set your border from the Red Sea to the Sea of the Philistines, and from the desert to the river, for I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and you shall drive them out before you.
You shall make no covenant with them,
Nor with their God they shall not dwell in your land, lest they make you sin against me. For if you serve their gods, it will surely be a snare to you.
Then God said to Moses, "Come up to the Lord, you and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 elders of Israel, and worship at a distance. And Moses alone shall come near the Lord, but the others shall not come near, nor shall the people come up with you." So Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord and all the ordinances, and all the people answered with one voice and said, "All the words which the Lord has spoken we will do." And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord, and he rose up early in the morning and built an altar at the foot of the mountain, and set up 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men children of Israel, who offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen to the Lord. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. Then he took the book of the covenant and read it in the hearing of the people. And they said, "All that the Lord has said we will do and be obedient." And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, "Look, this is the blood of the covenant which the Lord has made with you concerning all these words." Then Moses and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel went up. And they saw the God of Israel, and there was under his feet as it were a paved work of sapphire stone, and as it were the very heaven for clarity. But he did not lay his hand upon the nobles of the children of Israel. So they saw God, and they ate and drank. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Come up to me on the mountain and be there, and I will give you tablets of stone, and the law and the commandments which I have written, that you may teach them." So Moses arose with his assistant Joshua, and Moses went up into the mountain of God. And he said to the elders, "Wait here for us until we come back to you. Indeed, Aaron and Hur are with you. If any man has a matter, let him go to." Then Moses went up into the mountain, and the cloud covered the mountain, and the glory of the Lord rested on Mount Sinai. And the cloud covered it for 6 days, and on the 7th day he called to Moses out of the midst of the cloud. The sight of the glory of the Lord was like a consuming fire on the top of the mountain in the eyes of the children of Israel. So Moses entered into the midst of the cloud and went up into the mountain. And Moses was on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. The Lord spoke to Moses, look to the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Tell the children of Israel that they bring me an offering from every person who gives it willingly. With his heart you shall receive my offering. And this is the offering which you shall receive from them: gold and silver and bronze and blue and purple and scarlet, red and fine linen and goat's hair, and ram skins dyed red, and porpoise skins, and acacia wood, and oil for the light, and spices for the anointing oil, and for the sweet incense, and onyx stones, and stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate. And let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them, according to all that I show you. That is the pattern of the tabernacle, and the pattern of all its furnishings. Just so shall you make it. And they shall make an ark of acacia wood, 2.5 cubits shall be its length, a cubit, a half its width, and a cubit, a half its width. And you shall overlay it with pure gold, inside and out. You shall overlay it, and shall make a rim of gold around it. And you shall cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put in its 4 corners. 2 rings shall be on one side, and 2 rings on the other side. And you shall make poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold. And you shall put the poles into the rings on the sides of the ark, that the ark may be carried by them. The poles shall be in the rings of the ark, they shall not be taken from it. And you shall put into the ark the testimony which I will give you. You shall make a mercy seat of pure gold, 2.5 cubits shall be its length, and a cubit and a half its width. And you shall make 2 cherubim of gold of hammered work. You shall make them at the 2 ends of the mercy seat. Make 1 cherub one end, and the other cherub at the other end. You shall make the cherubim at the 2 ends of it one piece with the mercy seat. And the cherubim shall stretch out their wings above, covering the mercy seat with their wings. And they shall look at one another
of the cherub shall be toward the mercy seat.
You shall put the mercy seat on top of the ark,
And in the ark
you shall put the testimony that I will give you. And there I will meet with you, and I will speak with you from above the mercy seat, from between the two cherubim which are on the ark of the testimony, about everything which I will command you concerning the children of Israel.
La 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 la. You shall also make a table of acacia wood. 2 cubits shall be its length, a cubit its width, and a cubit and a half its height. You shall overlay it with pure gold, and make a rim of gold around it. And you shall make for it a frame of a handbreadth all around. And you shall make a gold rim for the frame all around. And you shall make for it 4 rings of gold, and put the rings on the 4 corners that are at its 4 legs. The rings shall be close to the frame, as holders for the poles to carry the table. And you shall make the poles of acacia wood,
And overlay them with gold,
that the table may be carried with them.
you shall make its dishes, its spoons, its pitchers, and its bowls for pouring.
You shall make them of pure gold, and you shall set the showbread on the table before me always.
You shall also make a lampstand of pure gold.
Look over your gold.
The lampstand shall be of hammered work, its base, its shaft, its cups, its ornamental knobs.
And its flowers shall be of 1 piece.
And 6 branches shall come out of its sides,
3 branches
of the lampstand out of one side,
and 3 branches of the lampstand out of the other side.
3 cups shaped like almond blossoms,
Each with an ornamental knob,
and a flower shall be on one branch,
and 3 cups shaped like almond blossoms
each with an ornamental knob and a flower.
shall be on the other branch. And so for the 6 branches that come out of the lampstand.
And on the lampstand itself
There shall be 4 cups shaped like almond blossoms,
each with its ornamental knob,
and its flower.
and there shall be an ornamental knob under the first 2 branches of the same,
And an ornamental knob under the second 2 branches of the same.
and an ornamental knob under the third 2 branches of the same.
For the 6 branches that proceed from the lampstand,
Their ornamental knobs and their branches shall be of 1 piece with it. All of it shall be 1 hammered piece of pure gold. You shall make 7 lamps for it, and they shall mount its lamps, so that they give light in front of it. And its wick trimmers and their trays
shall be of pure gold.
It shall be made of a talent of pure gold, with all these furnishings. And look carefully that you make them according to the pattern which was shown you on the mountain.
Oh la 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 la.
Being made for you shall make the tabernacle, with 10 curtains of fine woven linen and blue, purple and scarlet thread, with cherubim artistically worked into them.
You shall make them.
The length of each curtain shall be 28 cubits, and the width of each curtain 4 cubits. The curtains shall all have the same measurements. 5 curtains shall be coupled to one another, and the other 5 curtains shall be coupled to one another. And you shall make loops of blue thread on the edge of the curtain, on the selvage of 1 set. And likewise you shall make them on the edge of the outermost curtain of the 2nd set. 50 loops you shall make in the 1 curtain, and 50 loops you shall make on the edge of the curtain that is on the end of the 2nd set. Loops shall be opposite one another, And you shall make 50 clasps of gold, and couple the curtains together with the clasps, so that it may be one tabernacle. You shall also make curtains of goats' hair to be a tent over the tabernacle.
You shall make 11 curtains.
The length of each curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the width of each curtain 4 cubits.
The 11 curtains shall have the same measurements.
And you shall couple 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves, and you shall double over the 6th curtain
At the forefront of the tent, you shall make 50 loops on the edge of the curtain. That is outermost in one set. And 50 loops on the edge of the curtain of the second set. And you shall make 50 bronze clasps, and put the clasps into the loops,
and couple the tent together,
that it may be one. La 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 la.
the remnant that remains of the curtains of the tent. The half curtain that remains shall
Hang over the back of the tabernacle.
and the cubit on one side and the cubit on the other side
Of what remains of the length of the curtains of the tent shall hang over the sides of the tabernacle, on this side and on that side, to cover it.
You shall also make a covering for the tent of ram skins dyed red,
And a covering of porpoise skins. Above that, la 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 la.
And for the tabernacle you shall make boards of acacia wood standing upright. The length of each board shall be 10 cubits, and the width of each board a cubit and a half. 2 tenons shall be in each board for joining one with another. You shall make all the boards of the tabernacle in this manner. And you shall make the boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards for the south side. You shall make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under each of the 20 boards, for its 2 tenons. And for the second side of the tabernacle, the north side, there shall be 20 boards,
And 40 sockets of silver,
2 sockets under one board and 2 sockets under the next board. For the far side of the tabernacle westward, you shall make 6 boards,
and you shall make 2 boards for the corners of the tabernacle at the far side.
They shall be coupled together at the bottom, and they shall be coupled together at the top by one ring. Thus it shall be for both of them in the corners. So there shall be 8 boards with their sockets of silver,
16 sockets, 2 sockets under each board.
and you shall make bars of acacia wood, 5 for the boards on one side of the tabernacle, 5 bars for the boards on the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards on the far side westward. The middle bar in the center of the board shall pass through from end to end. You shall overlay the boards with gold, make their rings of gold to receive the bars, and overlay the bars with gold. And you shall set up the tabernacle according to the pattern that was shown you on the mountain.
You shall make a veil woven of blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen.
It shall be made with cherubim artistically worked. You shall hang it upon
4 pillars of acacia wood overlaid with gold, with their hooks of gold upon 4 sockets of silver.
and you shall hang the veil from the clasps. Then you shall bring the ark of the testimony in there.
Behind the veil shall be a divider for you between the holy place and the most holy place.
You shall put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. You shall set the table outside the veil on the north side, and you shall put the lampstand on the south side opposite the table.
shall make a screen for the door of the tabernacle, woven of blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen,
made by a weaver.
and you shall make for the screen 5 pillars of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold.
Their hooks shall be of gold, and you shall cast 5 sockets of bronze for them.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey!
You shall also make an altar of acacia wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits wide. The altar shall be square, and its height shall be 3 cubits.
You shall make its horns on its 4 corners. Its horn shall be of one piece with it, and you shall overlay it with bronze. Hey, hey!
You shall make its pans for receiving its ashes, its shovels, its basins, its meat hooks, and its fire pans. All its utensils you shall make of bronze.
Hey, hey, hey! You shall make a bronze grate for it, a network, and on the 4 corners of the grate you shall make 4 bronze rings. Hey, hey, hey! You shall put it under the rim of the altar beneath, so that the network may extend halfway up the altar. Hey, hey,
You shall make poles for the altar, poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with bronze. The poles shall be put into the rings, and the poles shall be on the 2 sides of the altar to carry it.
You shall make it hollow with boards, as it was shown you on the mountain. So shall they make it.
You shall also make the court of the tabernacle. For the south side there shall be hangings for the court, made of fine woven linen, 100 cubits long for one side.
There shall be 20 pillars for them, with 20 bronze sockets.
The hooks of the pillars and their bands shall be of silver.
Hey, hey, hey! Likewise along the north side there shall be hangings 100 cubits long, with 20 pillars and their 20 sockets of bronze. And the hooks of the court on the west side there shall be hangings of 50 cubits, with 10 pillars and their 10 sockets. Hey, hey, hey! The width of the court on the east side shall be 50 cubits. The hangings on one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits long, with their 3 pillars and their 3 sockets.
And on the other side shall be hangings of 15 cubits long, with their 3 pillars and their 3 sockets. And on the other side shall be hangings of 15 cubits long, with their 3 pillars and their 3 sockets.
For the gate of the court there shall be a screen 20 cubits long, woven of blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen embroidered with needlework. It shall have 4 pillars and 4 sockets.
All the pillars around the court shall have silver bands and silver hooks. Their sockets shall be bronze.
The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, and the width 50 cubits everywhere, and the height 5 cubits, made of fine woven linen, and its sockets of bronze.
All the furnishings of the tabernacle, for all its service, and all its pegs, and all the pegs of the court shall be bronze. And you shall command the children of Israel that they bring you pure oil of pressed olives for the light, to cause the lamp to burn continually.
In the tabernacle of meeting, outside the veil which is before the testimony, Aaron and his sons shall tend it from evening until morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute forever, to be observed
throughout their generations by the children of Israel.
Ha ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha ha!
Now take to yourself Aaron your brother, and his sons with him, from among the children of Israel, that he may minister to me as priests, Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar.
And you shall make holy garments
For Aaron your brother,
for glory and for beauty.
so you shall speak to all who are gifted artisans, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they may make Aaron's garments, to consecrate him, that he may minister to me as priest.
And these are the garments which they shall make: a breastplate, an ephod,
A robe, a tunic of woven work, a turban and a sash, so they shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother and that he may minister to me as priest.
They shall take the gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread,
And the fine linen.
they shall make the ephod of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread.
And fine woven linen. It shall have 2 shoulder straps joined at its 2 edges, and so it shall be joined together.
And the intricately woven band of the ephod, which is on it, shall be of the same workmanship, woven of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen.
Then you shall take 2 onyx stones and engrave on them the names of the children of Israel.
6 of their names on one stone, and the remaining 6 names on the other stone, in order of their birth.
With the work of an engraver in stone, like the engraving of a signet, you shall engrave the 2 stones with the names of the children of Israel. You shall set them in settings of gold.
And you shall put the 2 stones on the shoulder straps of the ephod as memorial stones for the children of Israel. So Aaron shall bear their names before the Lord on his 2 shoulders as a memorial.
You shall also make settings of gold.
And you shall make 2 chains of pure gold like braided cords, and fasten the braided chains to the settings.
Ooh.
You shall make the breastplate of judgment in the style of the ephod, of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen pre-woven. You shall make it.
You shall make it.
It shall be doubled, a span in length and a span in width.
A span in width.
And you shall put settings of stones in it, 4 rows of stones.
4 rows of stones.
The first row shall be a sardius, a topaz, and emerald.
The second row a turquoise, a sapphire, and a diamond.
The third row a jacinth, an agate, and an amethyst.
And an amethyst.
And the 4th row a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper.
They shall be set in gold settings. The stone shall be according to the names of the sons of Israel.
12 according to their names, like the engraving of a signet.
Each one with its own name according to the 12 tribes. You shall make chains of pure gold, like braided cords for the breastplate at the ends. And you shall make 2 rings of gold on the breastplate, and put the 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. Then you shall put the 2 braided chains of gold in the 2 rings which are on the ends of the breastplate. And the 2 ends of the 2 braided chains you shall fasten to the 2 settings on the shoulder straps of the ephod on the front.
You shall make 2 rings of gold and put them on the 2 ends of the breastplate, on the edge of it, which is on the inner side,
Next to the ephod, and 2 other rings of gold you shall make, and put them on the 2 shoulder straps underneath the ephod toward its front, right at the joint above
the intricately woven band of the ephod.
Then they shall bind the breastplate by means of its rings to the rings of the ephod with a blue cord, so that it may be above the intricately woven band of the ephod, and that the breastplate may not come loose from the ephod.
So Aaron shall bear the names of the sons of Israel on the breastplate of judgment over his heart when he goes into the holy place as a memorial before the Lord continually.
And you shall put in the breastplate of judgment the Urim and the Thummim, and they shall be over Aaron's heart when he goes in before the Lord.
So Aaron shall bear the judgment of the children of Israel over his heart before the Lord continually.
La 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 la. You shall make the robe of the ephod all of blue.
There shall be an opening for his head in the middle of it. It shall have a woven binding all around its opening,
like the opening in a coat of mail, so that it does not tear. And upon its hem you shall make pomegranates of blue, purple, and scarlet thread all around its hem, and bells of gold between all around.
a golden bell and a pomegranate,
A golden bell and a pomegranate, a upon and hem of the robe all around.
Aaron shall wear it when he ministers, and its sound shall be heard when he goes into the holy place before the Lord, and when he comes out, so that he will not die.
You shall also make a plate of pure gold and engrave on it, like the engraving of a signet hoard.
And you shall put it on a blue cord, that it may be on the turban.
It shall be on the front of the turban.
So it shall be on Aaron's forehead, that Aaron may bear the iniquity of the holy things which the children of Israel hallow in all their holy gifts. And it shall always be on his forehead, that they may be accepted before the Lord. You shall skillfully weave the tunic of fine linen thread,
And you shall make the turban of fine linen, and you shall make the sash of embroidered work.
for Aaron's sons you shall make tunics,
And you shall make sashes for them,
and you shall make caps for them.
for glory and for beauty.
So you shall put them on Aaron your brother, and on his sons with him you shall anoint them, consecrate them, and sanctify them, that they may minister to me as priests.
And you shall make for them linen trousers to cover their nakedness. They shall reach from the waist to the thighs.
They shall be on Aaron and on his sons when they come into the tabernacle of meeting, or when they come near the altar to minister in the holy place, lest they bear iniquity and die. It shall be a statute forever to him and his
Descendants after him. La 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 la. Hi! Hey, hey, jump on.
Now this is what you shall do to them to consecrate them, that they may minister to me as priests. Take 1 young bull and 2 rams without blemish, and unleavened bread, unleavened cakes, mixed with oil, and unleavened wafers anointed with oil.
You shall make them of wheat flour.
And you shall put them in 1 basket, and bring them in the basket with the bull and the 2 rams.
You shall bring Aaron and his sons to the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and wash them with water. Then you shall take the garments, put the tunic on Aaron, and the robe of the ephod, the breastplate, and gird him, the woven band of the ephod.
You shall put the turban on his head, and put the holy crown on the turban, and you shall take the anointing oil, pour it on his head, and anoint him. Then you shall bring his sons and clothe them with tunics, and you shall gird them with sashes, Aaron and his sons, and put the caps on them. The priesthood shall be theirs for a perpetual statute.
So you shall consecrate and his sons. You shall bring the bull before the tabernacle of meeting, and his sons shall put their hands on the head of the bull. Then you shall kill the bull before the Lord by the door of the tabernacle of meeting.
You shall take some of the blood of the bull, and put it on the horns of the altar with your finger, and pour all the blood beside the base of the altar. And you shall take all the fat that covers the entrails, the fat that is on the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is on them, and burn them on the altar. But the flesh of the bull, its hide and its offal, you shall burn with fire outside the camp. It is a sin offering.
You shall also take 1 ram, and Aaron and his sons shall put their hands on the head of the ram, and you shall kill the ram, and you shall take its blood and sprinkle it all around on the altar. Then you shall cut the ram into pieces, wash its entrails and its legs, and put them with its pieces and with its head.
And you shall burn the whole ram on the altar. It is a burnt offering to the Lord. It is a sweet aroma, an offering made by fire to the Lord. You shall take the other ram, and Aaron and his son shall put their hands on the head of the ram. Then you shall kill the ram, and take some of its blood and put it on the tip of the right ear of Aaron, and on the tip of the right ear of his sons, and on the thumb of their right hand, and on the great toe of their right foot, and sprinkle So you shall take the fat from the ram, the fat tail, the fat that covers the entrails, the fatty lobe of the liver, the two kidneys and the fat which is on them, and the right thigh.
For it is the ram of consecration.
And one loaf of bread, one cake of oiled bread, and one wafer from the basket of the unleavened bread that is before the Lord.
And you shall put all these in the hands of Aaron and in the hands of his sons, and shall wave them as a wave offering before the Lord.
You shall receive them from their hands and burn them on the altar as a burnt offering, as a sweet aroma before the Lord. It is an offering made by fire to the Lord.
Then you shall take the breast of the ram of Aaron's consecration and wave it as a wave offering before the Lord, and it shall be your portion.
And you shall consecrate the breast of the wave offering and the thigh of the heave offering, which was waved and which was lifted up of the ram of consecration.
For Aaron and for his sons,
It shall be a perpetual portion from the children of Israel.
for Aaron and his sons,
For it is a heave offering
it shall be a heave offering.
from the children of Israel, from the sacrifices of their peace offerings, a heave offering to the Lord. And the holy garments of Aaron shall be for his sons after him,
To be anointed in them and to be consecrated in them.
the son who is priest in his place shall put them on for 7 days when he comes into the tabernacle of meeting to minister in the holy place. And you shall take the ram of consecration and boil its flesh in a holy place.
Then Aaron and his sons shall eat the flesh of the ram and the bread that is in the basket at the door of the tabernacle of meeting.
They shall eat those things with which atonement was made, to consecrate and to sanctify them. But a stranger shall not eat them, because they are holy.
And if anything of the flesh of the consecration ram or of the bread remains until the morning, then you shall burn the remainder with fire. It shall not be eaten.
Because it is holy. Thus you shall do to Aaron and his sons according to all that I have commanded you. 7 days you shall consecrate them.
And every day you shall offer a bull as a sin offering for atonement. You shall cleanse the altar when you make atonement for it, and you shall anoint it to sanctify it. 7 days you shall make atonement for the altar and sanctify it, and the altar shall be most holy. Whatever touches the altar shall be holy. Hey, 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 oh, oh, hey, 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 oh, oh, oh. Now this is what you shall offer on the altar: 2 lambs of the first year, day by day, continually. 1 lamb you shall offer in the morning, and the other lamb you shall offer at twilight. With the 1 lamb shall be 1/10 of an ephah of fine, mixed with 1/4 of a hin of pressed oil, and 1/4 of a hin of wine as a drink offering. The other lamb you shall offer at twilight, and shall offer with it the grain offering and the drink offering as in the morning, for a sweet aroma, an offering made by fire to the Lord. This shall be a continual burnt offering throughout your generations at the door of the tabernacle of meeting before the Lord, where I will meet you to speak with you, and there I will meet with the children of Israel. And the tabernacle shall be sanctified by my glory.
So I will sanctify the tabernacle of meeting, and the altar I will also sanctify. Aaron and his sons to minister
To me as priests I will dwell among the children of Israel, and
that I may dwell among them.
I am the Lord their God.
You shall bum 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 bunny daddy dum bum 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 bum. To the Lord an incense burn, to me good dum bum ba dum ba dum bum.
You shall make an altar to burn incense on. You shall make it of acacia wood. A cubit shall be its length, and a cubit its width. It shall be square, and 2 cubits shall be its height. Its horn shall be of one piece with it. You shall overlay its top, its sides all around, and its horns with pure gold. And you shall make a gold molding for it all around.
2 gold rings you shall make for it, under the molding on both sides.
You shall make them on its 2 sides, and they shall be holders for the poles with which to carry it.
You shall make the poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold. Dum, 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 dum.
And you shall put it before the veil that is before the ark of the testimony, before the mercy seat that is over the testimony,
where I will meet with you.
Aaron shall burn on it sweet incense every morning when he tends the lamps.
He shall burn incense on it,
And when Aaron lights the lamps at twilight, he shall burn incense on it.
a perpetual incense before the Lord throughout your generations.
You shall not offer strange incense on it, or a burnt sacrifice, or a grain offering, nor shall you pour a drink offering on it.
And Aaron shall make atonement upon its horns once a year with the blood of the sin offering of atonement.
Once in a year he shall make atonement upon it throughout your generations. It is most holy to the Lord.
Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying,
When you take the census of the children of Israel according to their number, then every man shall give a ransom for his life to the Lord when you number them, that there may be no plague among them.
when you number them.
This is what everyone who passes among those who are numbered shall give: half a shekel according to the shekel of the
A
sanctuary.
shekel is 20 gerahs.
Everyone who passes among those who are numbered from 20 years old and above
Shall give an offering to the Lord.
The rich shall not give more, and the poor shall not give less than half a shekel.
When you give an offering to the Lord to make atonement for your lives,
And you shall take the atonement money of the children of Israel and appoint it for the service of the tabernacle of meeting, that it may be a memorial to the children of Israel before the Lord to make atonement for your lives.
Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying,
You shall also make a laver of bronze with its base of bronze for washing, and you shall put it between the tabernacle of meeting and the altar. You shall put water in it, for Aaron and his sons shall wash their hands and their feet in water from it.
when they go into the tabernacle of meeting, or when they come near the altar to minister, to burn an offering made by fire to the Lord, they shall wash with water, lest they die.
So they shall wash their hands and their feet, lest they die. And it shall be a statute forever to them, to him and his descendants through their
Generation. Looking to la di da dum da dum dum la di la di la di la di lam.
More of the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Also take for yourself the principal spices, 500 shekels of liquid myrrh, half as much sweet-smelling cinnamon,
250 shekels
of sweet-smelling cane,
and 500 shekels of cassia, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, and of olive oil.
And you shall make from these a holy anointing oil,
An ointment compounded according to the art of the perfumer.
it shall be a holy anointing oil.
With it you shall anoint the tabernacle of meeting and the ark of the testimony. testimony.
The table and all its utensils, the lampstand and its utensils, and the altar of incense.
The altar of burnt offering with all its utensils and the laver and its base.
You shall consecrate them, that they may be most holy. Whatever touches them must be holy.
And you shall anoint Aaron and his sons, and consecrate them that they may minister to me as priests.
And you shall speak to the children of Israel, saying, this shall be a holy anointing oil to me throughout your generations.
It shall not be poured on man's flesh, nor shall you make any other like it, according to its composition. It is holy, and it shall be holy to you.
Whoever compounds any like it, or whoever puts any of it on an outsider, shall be cut off from his people.
And the Lord said to Moses, take sweet spices, state and onycha, and galbanum, and pure frankincense with these sweet spices.
There shall be equal amounts of each.
You shall make of these an incense, a compound according to the art of perfumer, salted, pure, and holy.
And you shall beat some of it very small, and put some of it before the testimony in the tabernacle of meeting, where I will meet with you. It shall be most holy to you.
The incense which you shall make, according to its composition, you shall not make for yourselves. It shall be holy to the Lord for you.
Whoever makes any like it, to smell it, shall be cut off from his people.
Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, see, I have called by name Bezalel the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. I have filled him with the Spirit of God, in wisdom, in understanding, in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship, to design artistic works, to work in gold and silver and in bronze, in cutting jewels for setting, in carving wood, and to work in all manner of workmanship. And indeed I have appointed with him Aholiab the son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan. And I have put wisdom in the hearts of all who are gifted artisans, that they may make all that I have commanded you: the tabernacle of meeting, the ark of the testimony, and the mercy seat that is on it, and all the furniture of the tabernacle, the table and its utensils, the pure gold lampstand with all its utensils, the altar of incense, the altar of burnt offering with all its utensils, and the laver and its base, the garments of ministry, the holy garments for Aaron the priest, and the garments of his sons to minister as priests, and the anointing oil and sweet incense for the holy place, according to all that I have commanded you, they shall do. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, speak also to the children of Israel, saying, surely my Sabbaths you shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that you may know that I am the Lord who sanctifies you. You shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy to you. Everyone who profanes it shall surely be put to death, for whoever does any work on it, that person shall be cut off from among his people.
6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is a Sabbath, solemn rest, holy to the Lord. Whoever does any work on the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death.
Therefore the children of Israel
Shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations as a perpetual covenant.
It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth,
And on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed.
and when he had made an end of speaking with Moses on Mount Sinai, he gave Moses 2 tablets of the testimony, tablets of stone, written with the finger of God.
Cha-da-dum, cha-da-da-da-dum, chum-chum. Cha-dum, cha-da-da-da-dum, chum-chum.
Now when the people saw that Moses delayed coming down from the mountain, the people gathered together to Aaron and said to him, "Get up, make us gods that shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man who brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we do not know what has become of him." And Aaron said to them, "Break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives, your sons and your daughters, and bring them to me." So all the people broke off the golden earrings which were in their ears and brought them to Aaron.
And he received the gold from their hand, and he fashioned it with an engraving tool, and made a molded calf. Then they said, "This is your God, O Israel, that brought you up from the land of Egypt."
So when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it, and Aaron made a proclamation and said, "Tomorrow is a feast to the Lord."
Then they rose early on the next day, offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat and drink, and rose up to play. And the Lord said to Moses, "Go, get down, for your people whom you brought out of the land of Egypt have corrupted themselves.
They have quickly turned aside from the way which I commanded them. They have made themselves a molded calf and worshipped it and sacrificed to it, and said, 'This is your God, O Israel, that brought you up from the land of Egypt.'"
And the Lord said to Moses, "I have seen this people, and indeed they are a stiff-necked people.
Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may burn hot against them, and I may consume them, and I will make of you a great nation." Then Moses pleaded with the Lord his God and said,
Lord, why does your wrath burn hot against your people whom you have brought out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand?
"Why should the Egyptians speak and say he brought them out to harm them, to kill them in the mountains and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from your fierce wrath and relent concerning this disaster to your people.
Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, your servants, to whom you swore by your own self, and said to them, I will multiply your descendants like the stars of heaven.
And all this land that I have spoken of I give to your descendants, and they shall inherit it forever." So the Lord relented from the disaster which he had said he would bring upon his people. And Moses turned and went down from the mountain, and the 2 tablets of the testimony were in his hand. The tablets were written on both sides, on the one side and on the other they were written. Now the tablets were the work of God, and the writing was the writing of God engraved on the tablets.
And when Joshua heard the noise of the people as they shouted,
he said to Moses, "There is a noise of war in the camp." But Moses said, "It is not the sound of the shout of victory, nor is it the sound of the cry of defeat, but the sound of singing I hear."
Ta-da-da-da-dum, tum-tum, ta-dum, ta-da-da-da-dum, tum-tum, ta-dum.
Salute,
All you copycat, salute. All you copycat, salute. All you copycat, oh-oh.
So it was as soon as he came near the camp that he saw the calf and the dancing. So Moses' anger became hot, and he cast the tablets out of his hands and broke them at the foot of the mountain.
Then he took the calf which they had made, burned it in the fire and ground it into powder, and he scattered it on the water and made the children of Israel drink it.
And Moses said to Aaron, "What did this people do to you, that you have brought so great a sin upon them?"
So Aaron said, "Do not let the anger of my Lord become hot. You know the people, that they are set on evil. For they said to me, make us gods that shall go before us. As for this Moses, the man who brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we do not know what has become of him." And I said to them, "Whoever has any gold, let them break it off. So they gave it to me, and I cast it into the fire, and this calf came out.
Now when Moses saw that the people were unrestrained,
For Aaron had made them unrestrained to be a reproach among their enemies.
then Moses stood in the entrance of the camp and said,
Whoever is on the Lord's side,
"Come to me."
and all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together to him. And he said to them,
Thus says the Lord God of Israel,
every man put his sword on his side,
and go in and out from entrance to entrance throughout the camp, and let every man kill his brother, every man his companion, and every man his neighbor.
So the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses, and about 3,000 men of the people fell that day.
For Moses had said, "Consecrate yourselves today to the Lord, that he may bestow on you a blessing this day. For every man has opposed his son and his brother." Now it came to pass on the next day that Moses said to the people, "You have committed a great sin, so now I will go up to the Lord. Perhaps I can make atonement for your sin." Then Moses returned to the Lord and said, "Oh, these people have committed a great sin, and have made for themselves a god of gold. Yet now if you will forgive their sin, but if not, I pray blot my name out of your book, which you have written."
And the Lord said to Moses, Whoever has sinned against me, I will blot him out of my book.
Now therefore, go lead the people to the place of which I have spoken to you. Behold, my angel shall go before you. Nevertheless, in the day when I visit for punishment, I will visit punishment upon them for their sin.
So the Lord plagued the people because of what they did with the calf which Aaron made. Mighty Happy-Go-Pasta, Mighty Happy-Go-Pasta, Mighty Happy-Go-Pa,
And the Lord said to Moses, "Depart and go up from here, you and the people whom you have brought out of the land of Egypt, to the land of which I swore to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, saying, to your descendants I will give it. And I will send my angel before you, and I will drive out the Canaanite, and the Amorite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Go up to a land flowing with milk and honey, for I will not go up in your midst, lest I consume you on the way, for you are a stiff-necked people." And when the people heard these harsh words, they mourned, and no one put on his ornaments. For the Lord had said to Moses, "Say to the children of Israel, you are a stiff-necked people. I could come up into your midst in one moment and consume you. Now therefore take off your ornaments, that I may know what to do to you." So the children of Israel stripped themselves of their ornaments by Mount Horeb. Moses took the tabernacle and pitched it outside the camp, far from the camp, and called it the tabernacle of meeting. And it came to pass that everyone who sought the Lord went out to the tabernacle of meeting, which was outside the camp. So it was whenever Moses went out to the tabernacle, that all the people rose, and each man stood at his tent door and watched until Moses had gone into the tabernacle. And it came to pass when Moses entered the tabernacle, that the pillar of cloud descended and stood at the door of the tabernacle, and the Lord talked with Moses. All the people saw the pillar of cloud standing at the tabernacle door, and all the people rose and worshiped, each man in his tent door. So the Lord spoke to Moses face to face, as a man speaks to his friend, and he would return to the camp. But his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, did not depart from the tabernacle. Then Moses said to the Lord, "Look, you say to me, bring up this people, but you have not let me know whom you will send with me. Yet you have said, I know you by name, and you have also found grace in my sight. Now therefore I pray, if I have found grace in your sight, show me your way, that I may know you, and that I may find grace in your sight, and consider that this nation is your people." And he said, "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." Then he said to him, "If your presence does not go with us, do not bring us up from here. For how
it be known that your people and I have found grace in your sight, except you go with us. So we shall be distinct, your people and I, from all the people who are on the face of the earth. So the Lord said to Moses, I will also do this thing that you have spoken, for you have found grace in my sight, and I know you by name. And he said, please show me your glory. Then he said, I will make all my goodness pass before you, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before you. I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. But he said, you cannot see my face, for no man shall see me and live. And the Lord said, look, there is a place by me, and you shall stand on the rock. So it shall be while my glory passes by, that I will put you in the cleft of the rock, and will cover you with my hand while I pass by. Then I will take away my hand, and you shall see my back, but my face shall not be seen. But he said, you cannot see my face, for no man shall see me and live. And the Lord said, look, there is a place by me, and you shall stand on the rock. So it shall be while my glory passes by, that I will put you in the cleft of the rock, and will cover you with my hand while I pass by. Then I will take away my hand, and you shall see my back, but my face shall not be seen.
And the Lord said to Moses, cut 2 tablets of stone like the first ones, and I will write on these tablets the words that were on the first tablets, which you broke. So be ready in the morning, and come up in the morning to Mount Sinai, and present yourself to me there on the top of the mountain. And no man shall come up with you, and let no man be seen throughout all the mountain. Let neither flocks nor herds feed before that mountain. So Moses cut 2 tablets of stone like the first ones. Then he rose early in the morning, and went up Mount Sinai as the Lord had commanded him. And he took in his hand the 2 tablets of stone. Now the Lord descended in the cloud, and stood with him there, and proclaimed the name of the Lord. And the Lord passed before him, and proclaimed the Lord God, merciful and gracious, long-suffering, and goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, by no means clearing the guilty, visiting iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and the children's children to the 3rd and the 4th generation. So Moses made haste, and bowed his head toward the earth, and worshiped. Then he said, if now I have found grace in your sight, O Lord, please let my Lord go among us. For it is a stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us as your inheritance. And he said, look, I make a covenant. Before all your people I will do marvels such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among whom you are shall see the work of the Lord, for it is a terrible thing that I will do with you. Observe what I command you this day. Look, I am driving out from before the Amorite and the Canaanite and the Hittite and the Perizzite and the Hivite and the Jebusite. Take heed to yourself, lest you make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land where you are going, lest it be a snare in your midst. But you shall destroy their altars, break their sacred pillars, and cut down their wooden images. For you shall worship no other God, for the Lord whose name is jealous a jealous God. Lest
sacrifice to make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land. And they play the harlot with their gods and make sacrifice to their gods.
And one of them invites you, and you eat of his sacrifice.
And you take of his daughters for your sons.
And his daughters play the harlot with their gods, and make your sons play the harlot with their gods.
Oh,
You shall make no molded gods for yourselves. The feast of unleavened bread you shall keep 7 days. You shall eat unleavened bread, as I commanded you, in the appointed time of the month of Abib. For in the month of Abib you came out from Egypt. All that open the womb are mine, and every male firstborn of your livestock, whether ox or sheep. But the firstborn of a donkey you shall redeem with a lamb. And if you will not redeem him, then you shall break his neck.
all the firstborn of your sons you shall redeem.
And none shall appear before me empty-handed.
6 days you shall work, but on the 7th day you shall rest. In plowing time and in harvest you shall rest.
And you shall observe the feast of weeks of the first fruits of wheat, harvest, and the feast of ingathering at the year's end.
3 times in the year all your men shall appear before the Lord,
The God of Israel.
for I will cast out the nations before you and enlarge your borders.
Neither will any man covet your land when you go up to appear
Before the Lord your God 3 times in the year.
You shall not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, nor shall the sacrifice of the feast of the Passover be left until morning. The first of the first fruits of your land you shall bring to the house of the Lord your God. You shall not boil a young goat in its mother's milk. Then the Lord said to Moses, write these words, for according to the tenor of these words I have made a covenant with you and with Israel. So he was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights.
40 nights.
He neither ate bread nor drank water, and he wrote on the tablets the words of the covenant, the 10 Commandments. Now it came to pass, when Moses came down from Mount Sinai, and the 2 tablets of the testimony were in Moses' hand when he came down from the mountain, that Moses did not know that the skin of his face shone because of his speaking with him. So when Aaron and all the children of Israel saw Moses, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come near him. Then Moses called to them, and Aaron and all the rulers of the congregation returned to him. And Moses talked with them. Afterward all the children of Israel came near, and he commanded them all that the Lord had spoken with him on Mount Sinai. And when Moses had finished speaking with them, he put a veil on his face. But whenever Moses went in before the Lord to speak with him, he would take the veil off until he came out, and he would come out and speak to the children of Israel whatever he had been commanded. And whenever the children of Israel saw the face of Moses, that the skin of Moses' face shone, then Moses would put the veil on his face again, until he went in to speak with him. Then Moses gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together and said to them, these are the words which the Lord has commanded you to do. Work shall be done for 6 days, but the 7th day shall be a holy day for you, a Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Whoever does any work on it shall be put to death. You shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. And Moses spoke to all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, this is the thing which the Lord commanded, saying, take from offering to the Lord. Whoever is of a willing heart, let him bring it as an offering to the Lord. Gold, silver, and bronze, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, fine linen, and goat's hair. Ram skins dyed red, badger skins, and acacia wood. Oil for the light, and spices for the anointing oil, and for the sweet incense.
Onyx stones and stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate.
All who are gifted and wise among you shall come
And make all that the Lord has commanded.
The tabernacle, its tent, its covering, its hooks, its boards, its bars, its pillars, and its sockets.
The ark and its poles with the mercy seat and the veil of the covering.
The table and its pole.
All its utensils and the showbread.
Also the lampstand for the light, its utensils, its lamps, and the oil for the light.
The incense altar, its poles, the anointing oil, the sweet incense.
And the screen for the door of the tabernacle. The altar of burnt offering with its bronze grating, its poles, all its utensils, and the laver and its base. The hangings of the court, its pillars and their sockets, and the screen for the gate of the court.
The pegs of the tabernacle, the pegs of the court and their cords.
The garments of ministry for serving in the holy place. The holy garments for Aaron the priest, and the garments of his sons to minister as priests. And all the congregation of the children of Israel departed
From the presence of Moses,
Then everyone came whose heart was stirred, and everyone whom his spirit made willing, and they brought the Lord's offering for the work of the tabernacle of meeting, for all its service, and for the holy garments. They came, both men and women, as many as were of a willing heart, and brought bracelets and earrings, rings and necklaces, all articles of gold.
that is, every man who made an offering of gold to the Lord. And every man with whom was found blue, purple, and scarlet thread, fine linen, and goat's hair, red dyed ram skins, and badger skins brought them.
Everyone who offered an offering of silver and bronze brought the Lord's offering, and every man with whom was found acacia wood for any work of the service brought it. All the women who were gifted and wise of heart spun thread with their hands, and brought what they had spun of blue, purple, and scarlet, and fine linen. And all the women whose hearts stirred with wisdom spun goat's hair. And the rulers brought onyx stones, and the stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate, and spices and oil for the light, for the anointing oil, and for the sweet incense. The children of Israel brought a willing offering to the Lord, every man and woman whose heart was willing to bring materials for all the work which the Lord had commanded to be done by the hand of Moses. And Moses said to the children of Israel,
See,
The Lord has called by name Bezalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur of the tribe of Judah. And he has filled him with the Spirit of God, in wisdom, in understanding, in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship,
to design artistic works, to work in gold, in silver, and in bronze,
in cutting jewels for setting, in carving wood, and to work in all kinds of artistic workmanship.
Ho!
And he has put in his heart the ability to teach, in him and in Eliab, the son of Asamach of the tribe of Dan. He has filled them with skill and wisdom of heart,
To do all manner of work, of the engraver and designer in embroidered work in blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine linen, and of the weaver, those who do every work, and those who design artistic works.
and every gifted and wise heart, in whom the Lord has put wisdom and understanding to know how to do all manner of work for the service of the sanctuary, shall do according to all that the Lord has commanded. Then Moses called Bezalel and Aholiab, and every gifted and wise heart, in whose heart the Lord had put wisdom, everyone whose heart was willing to come near to do the work. And they received from Moses all the offering which the children of Israel had brought for the work of the service of the sanctuary, to make it so they continue to bring to him free will offerings every morning. Then all the wise men who were working on all the work of the sanctuary came, each from the work he was doing.
And they spoke to Moses, saying, the people bring much more than enough for the service of the work which the Lord commanded us to do.
So Moses gave a commandment, and they caused it to be proclaimed throughout the camp, saying, let neither man nor woman do any more work for the offering. And the people were restrained from bringing
The material they had was sufficient for all the work to be done.
Indeed, it was too much.
And every gifted and wise man among those who worked on the work of the tabernacle made 10 curtains woven of fine linen and blue, purple, and scarlet thread, with cherubim of artistic design he made them.
The length of each curtain was 28 cubits, and the width of each curtain was 4 cubits. The curtains were all the same size.
And he coupled 5 curtains to one another, and the other 5 curtains he coupled to one another. 5 curtains to one another, and the other 5 curtains he coupled to one another.
He made loops of blue on the edge of the curtain on the end of the first set. Likewise, he made them on the edge of the other curtain on the end of the second set.
50 loops he made on one curtain, and 50 loops he made on the edge of the curtain on the end of the second set.
50 loops he made on one curtain, and 50 loops he made on the edge of the curtain on the end of the second set.
He also made 50 gold clasps to couple the tent together, that it might be one.
Then he made a covering for the tent of ram skins dyed red, and a covering of badger skins above that.
Tudum, 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 tudum.
And he made boards for the tabernacle of acacia wood, standing upright.
The length of each board was 10 cubits, and the width of each board was 1.5 cubits. Each board had 2 tenons, equally distant from each other. He made all the boards of the tabernacle in this manner.
And he made boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards for the south
Large
side.
silver sockets he made under the 20 boards,
2 sockets under each board, for its 2 tenons.
and for the other side of the tabernacle, the north side,
He made 20 boards,
and their 40 silver sockets.
2 sockets under each board.
For the west side of the tabernacle,
He made 6 boards, and 2 boards he made for the 2 back corners of the tabernacle.
they were coupled together at the bottom and coupled together at the top by 1 ring. He made 2 of them in this manner for both corners. So there were 8 boards, and their 16 silver sockets.
2 sockets under each board.
And he made bars of acacia wood, 5 for the boards on one side of the tabernacle,
5 bars for the boards on the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards on the west side of the tabernacle toward the back.
and he made the middle bar to reach throughout the boards from one end to the other. He overlaid the boards with gold, made their rings of gold to receive the bars, and overlaid the bars with gold. And he made a veil of blue, purple, and scarlet thread and fine woven linen. It was worked with cherubim, a skillful, artistic design. He made for it 4 pillars of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. Their hooks were gold, and he cast 4 sockets of silver for them. He also made a screen for the tabernacle door of blue, purple, and scarlet thread and fine woven linen, all embroidered with needlework. And there were 5 pillars with their hooks. He overlaid their capitals and their rails with gold, but their 5 sockets were bronze. Then Bezalel made the ark of acacia wood. 2.5 cubits was its length, 1.5 cubits its height. He overlaid it with pure gold inside and out, and made a molding of gold all around it. And he cast for it 4 rings of gold to be set in its 4 corners. 2 rings on one side, 2 rings on the other side. He made poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. And he put the poles into the rings at the sides of the ark to bear the ark. He also made the mercy seat of pure gold. 2.5 cubits was its length, and a cherubim of hammered gold. He made them of one piece at the 2 ends of the mercy seat. 1 cherub at one end on this side, and the other cherub at the other end on that side. He made the cherubim at the 2 ends of one piece with the mercy seat. The cherubim spread out their wings above, covering the mercy seat with their wings. And they faced one another. The faces of the cherubim were toward the mercy seat. He also made the table of acacia wood. 2 cubits was its length, 1 cubit its width, and 1.5 cubits its height. He overlaid it with pure gold and made a molding of gold all around it. And he made a frame of a handbreadth all around it, and made a gold molding for the frame all around. He cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put the rings on the 4 corners that were at its 4 legs. The rings were close to the frame as holders for the poles to bear the table. And he made the poles of acacia wood to bear the table, and overlaid them with gold. And he made the articles which were on the table, its dishes, its spoons, its bowls, and its pitchers for pouring of pure gold. He also made the lampstand of pure gold. He made the lampstand of hammered work. Its shaft, its branches, its bowls, its ornamental knobs, and its flowers were of one piece with it. And 6 branches came out of its sides, 3 branches of the lampstand out of one side, and 3 branches of the lampstand out of the other side. There were 3 bowls like almond blossoms on one branch, with an ornamental knob and a flower, and 3 bowls like almond blossoms on the other branch, with an ornamental knob and a flower. And so for the 6 branches coming out of the lampstand. And on the lampstand itself were 4 bowls like almond blossoms, with its ornamental knobs and flowers. There was a knob under the first 2 branches of the same piece, a knob under the second 2 branches of the same piece, and a knob under the third 2 branches of the same piece, according to the 6 branches coming out of it. Their ornamental knobs and their branches were of one piece with it. All of it was one hammered piece of pure gold. And he made its 7 lamps, its trimmers, and its trays of pure gold. Of a talent of pure gold he made it, with all its utensils. He made the incense altar of acacia wood. Its length was 1 cubit, and its width 1 cubit. It was square, and 2 cubits was its height. Its horns were of one piece with it, and he overlaid it with pure gold. Its top, its sides all around, and its horns. He also made a gold molding for it all around. He made 2 gold rings for it under the molding on both sides, on its opposite sides, as holders for the poles to bear it. And he made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. He also made the holy anointing oil and the pure sweet incense, according to the work of the perfumer.
He made beams the up and sweet gold from acacia wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits wide. It was square and 3 cubits high. He made its horns on its 4 corners. The horns were of one piece with it, and he overlaid it with bronze. He made all the utensils for the altar, the pots, the shovels, the basins, the meat, the fire pans. He made all the utensils of bronze. He made a bronze grating for the altar, a network under its rim midway. Up from the bottom he cast 4 rings for the 4 corners of the bronze grating to hold the poles. And he made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with bronze. Then he put the poles into the rings on the sides of the altar, with which to bear it. He made the altar hollow with boards. He made the bronze laver and its bronze base from the bronze mirrors of the serving women who assembled at the door of the tabernacle of meeting. Then he made the court for the south side. The hangings of the court were 100 cubits of fine woven linen. There were 20 pillars for them and 20 bronze sockets. For the north side the hangings were 100 cubits. There were 20 pillars with their 20 bronze sockets. For the west side were hangings of 50 cubits with 10 pillars and 10 sockets. For the west side were hangings of 50 cubits with 10 pillars and 10 sockets. And for the east side 50 cubits. The hangings on one side of the gate were 15 cubits long, with 3 pillars and 3 sockets. And the same for the other side of the court gate on this side, and that were hangings of 15 cubits, with 3 pillars and 3 sockets. All the hangings of the court all around were fine woven linen. The sockets for the pillars were bronze. The hooks and their bands were silver, and the capitals of the pillars were overlaid with silver. And all the pillars of the court had silver bands. The screen for the court gate was woven of blue, purple, and scarlet thread and fine woven linen, all embroidered with needlework. It was 20 cubits long and 5 cubits high, corresponding to the hangings of the court. There were 4 pillars with their 4 bronze sockets. Their hooks were silver, and the overlay of their capitals and their bands was silver. All the pegs of the tabernacle and of the court all around were bronze.
This is the inventory of the materials for the tabernacle of the testimony, which was counted according to the commandment of Moses for the service of the Levites by the hand of Itamar, son of Aaron the priest. Now Bezalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, made all that the Lord had commanded Moses. And with him was Aholiab, the son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, and an engraver and a skillful workman, and an embroiderer in blue, purple, scarlet thread, and fine linen. All the gold that was used for the work in all the construction of the sanctuary, the gold from the offering was 29 talents and 730 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. And the silver from those who were numbered of the congregation was 100 talents and 1,775 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. A half shekel per person, that is half a shekel for everyone included in the counting, from 20 years old and above, which was 603,550 men. And of the 100 talents of silver were cast the bases of the sanctuary and the bases of the veil 5 shekels. He made hooks for the pillars, overlaid their capitals, and made bands for them. The bronze of the offering was 70 talents and 2,400 shekels. With this he made the sockets for the door of the tabernacle of meeting, the bronze altar, the bronze grating for it, and all the utensils of the altar, and the bases for the court all around, the bases for the court gate, and all the pegs of the tabernacle, and the pegs of the court all around.
Of the blue, purple, and scarlet thread they made garments of ministry, for ministering in the holy place, and made the holy garments for Aaron as the Lord had commanded Moses. He made the ephod of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and a fine woven linen, and they beat the gold into thin sheets and cut it into threads to work it in with the blue, purple, and scarlet thread. They made shoulder straps for it to couple it together. It was coupled together at its 2 edges. The intricately woven band of the ephod that was on it was of the same workmanship, woven of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen, as the Lord had commanded Moses. They also set onyx stones enclosed in settings of gold, and engraved with the names of the sons of Israel, like the engraving of a signet. And he put them on the shoulder straps of the ephod as memorial stones for the sons of Israel, as the Lord had commanded Moses. And he made the breastplate woven with an intricate design, like the workmanship of the ephod of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen. It was square. They made the breastplate double. Its length was a span and its width was a span when doubled. And they set in it 4 rows of stones. A row of sardius, topaz, and emerald was the first row. The second row, a turquoise, a sapphire, and a diamond. The third row, a jacinth, an agate, and an amethyst. The fourth row, a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper. They were enclosed in settings of gold in their mountings. There were 12 stones according to the names of the sons of Israel, according to their names engraved like a sign, each one with its own name for the 12 tribes. And they made on the breastplate chains of braided work, pure gold like cords. They made 2 settings of gold and 2 gold rings, and put the 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. And they put the 2 braided chains of gold in the 2 rings on the ends of the breastplate. And the 2 ends of the 2 braided chains they fastened to the 2 settings, and put them on the shoulder straps of the ephod in the front. They made 2 rings of gold and put them on the 2 ends of the breastplate, on the edge of it, which was on the inward side, next to the ephod. And they made 2 other gold rings and put them on the 2 shoulder straps of the ephod underneath toward its front, right at the joint above the intricately woven band of the ephod. And they bound the breastplate by its rings to the rings of the ephod with the blue cord, so that it would be above the intricately woven band of the ephod, and that the breastplate would not come loose from the ephod, as the Lord had commanded Moses.
Choose ephod in the effort of woven work, all of blue.
And there was an opening in the middle of the robe, like the opening in a coat of mail, with the binding of woven work all around the opening, so that it would not tear.
They made on the hem of the robe pomegranates of blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen. And they made bells of pure gold, and put the bells between the pomegranates all around the hem of the robe. Between the pomegranates sit a bell and a pomegranate, a bell and a pomegranate all around the hem of the robe to minister, as the Lord had commanded Moses.
They also made tunics of fine woven linen for Aaron and his sons,
A turban of fine linen, exquisite hats of fine linen, linen trousers of fine woven linen, and a sash of fine woven linen with blue, purple, and scarlet thread, all embroidered with needlework as the Lord had commanded Moses. Then they made the plate of the holy crown of pure gold, and wrote on it an inscription like the engraving of a saint, knit wholeness to the Lord. And they bound it to the turban with a blue cord to fasten it above, as the Lord had commanded Moses. Thus all the work of the tabernacle of the tent of meeting was finished, and the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord had commanded Moses. So they did, and they brought the tabernacle to Moses, the tent and all its furnishings, its hooks, its boards, its bars, its pillars, and its sockets, the covering of ram skins dyed red, the covering of badger skins, and the veil of the covering, the ark of the testimony with its poles and the mercy seat, the table, all its utensils, and the showbread, the pure gold lampstand with its lamps,
The arranged lamps.
and all its utensils, and the oil for the light, the gold altar, the anointing oil, the sweet incense, and the screen for the tabernacle door, the bronze altar, its bronze grating, its poles and all its utensils, the laver and its base, the hangings of the court, its pillars and its sockets, the screen for the court gate, its cords and its pegs, and all the utensils for the service of the tabernacle of the tent of meeting, and the garments of ministry to minister in the holy place, the holy garments for Aaron the priest, and his sons' garments to minister as priests according to all that the Lord had commanded Moses. So the children of Israel did all the work. Then Moses looked over all the work, and indeed they had done it as the Lord had commanded, just so they had done it. And Moses blessed them.
Hey, 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 hey. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, On the first day of the first month you shall set up the tabernacle of the tent of meeting. You shall bring in the ark of the testimony and shield the ark with the veil. You shall bring in the table and arrange the things that are to be set in order on it. And you shall bring in the lampstand and light its lamps. You shall also set the gold altar of incense before the ark of the testimony, and put up the screen for the door of the tabernacle. Then you shall set the altar of burnt offering before the door of the tabernacle of the tent of meeting.
And you shall set the laver between the tabernacle of meeting and the altar, and put water in it.
You shall set up the court all around and hang up the screen at the court gate. You shall take the anointing oil and anoint the tabernacle and all that is in it.
And you shall consecrate it and all its furnishings, and it shall be holy. You shall anoint the altar of the burnt offering and all its utensils, and consecrate the altar. The altar shall be most holy.
And you shall anoint the laver and its base and consecrate it.
Then you shall bring Aaron and his sons to the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and wash them with water.
You shall put the holy garments on Aaron and anoint him and consecrate him, that he may minister to me as priest.
And you shall bring his sons and clothe them with tunics.
You shall anoint them as you anointed their father, that they may minister to me as priests. For their anointing shall surely be an everlasting priesthood throughout their generations. Thus Moses did, according to all that the Lord had commanded him. So he did.
And it came to pass in the first month of the second year, on the first day of the month, that the tabernacle was raised up.
Moses raised up the tabernacle, lit its sockets, set up its boards, put in its bars, and set up its pillars.
And he spread out the tent over the tabernacle, and put the covering of the tent over it, as the Lord had commanded Moses. He took the testimony and put it into the ark, inserted the poles through the rings of the ark, and put the mercy seat on top of the ark.
And he brought the ark into the tabernacle, hung up the veil of the covering, and shielded the ark of the
the testimony as the Lord had commanded Moses. He put the table in the tabernacle of meeting on the north side of the tabernacle outside the veil. And he arranged the bread in order on it before the Lord as the Lord had commanded Moses. He put the lampstand in the tabernacle of meeting opposite the table on the south side of the tabernacle. And he lit the lamps before the Lord as the Lord had commanded Moses. He put the gold altar in the tabernacle of meeting in front of the veil. And he burned sweet incense on it as the Lord had commanded Moses. He hung up the screen at the door of the tabernacle. And he put the altar of burnt offering before the door of the tabernacle of the tent of meeting, and offered upon it the burnt offering and the grain offering as the Lord had commanded Moses. He set the laver between the tabernacle of meeting and the altar, and put water in it for washing. And Moses, Aaron, and his sons would wash their hands and feet there whenever they went into the tabernacle of meeting. And when they came near the altar, they washed as the Lord had commanded Moses. And he raised up the court all around the tabernacle and the altar, and hung up the screen of the court gates. So Moses finished the work. Then the cloud covered the tabernacle of meeting, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. And Moses was not able to enter the tabernacle of meeting, because the cloud rested above it, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. Whenever the cloud was taken up from above the tabernacle, the children of Israel would go onward in all their journeys. But if the cloud was not taken up, then they did not journey till the day that it was taken up. For the cloud of the Lord was upon the tabernacle by day, and fire was over it by night, in the sight of all the house of Israel throughout all their journeys.